Now, you guys get to watch Kino be bad at adult game. No more bad at baby games. We're gonna do something else that's good. Devil May Cry 3. Let's
I have
see.
to watch it muted though.
I can share the screen with you. It's fine. Oh wait, you won't be able to hear it. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, would I still not if you shared the screen?
It wouldn't work because of how the thing works.
Right.
Moving
Alright,
on
I'll
to
just
Devil.
I'll just deal with it.
Hold on. Hold on. There we go.
The lack of audio on my end makes me glad that it's not 5. That would be unacceptable.
Yeah, you won't be able to hear the Hulk do his roar.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Please. Shut up.
It is video game time. Whoa. Here, hold on. Actually, I gotta make sure that everything's working. That should be good.
So you're definitely more of a veteran with this series than I am, so I'm expecting you to be pretty good at it.
No.
Okay.
I'm bad at all video games.
Well, I tried.
Warning, this footage contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. God, the edge. You can feel the edge. Uncle Dante.
You've heard of it, haven't you?
It's
The Legend of Sparta.
2005, I
When
think.
young, my father would tell me stories about it. Long ago, in ancient times,
If I
a
remember.
demon rebelled against his own kind for the sake of the human race.
The
With
good
his
one,
sword,
Devil May Cry
he
3.
shut the portal to the demonic realm and sealed the evil entities off from our human world. But since he was a demon himself,
Why not did you?
his
Why?
power was also trapped
One,
on the
I'm not
side.
going to spend money on that. I'm not going to spend money on the remake.
I thought it was just a child's fairy tale.
Two,
But I discovered
I'd have to download it and you'd have to wait like 40 minutes. I keep forgetting he doesn't wear a shirt. He doesn't want to meet his prom date.
How do I know?
I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, this is Lady. This is Lady speaking.
Though the same blood of their father flowed through their veins, the two battled each other fiercely. It seemed as if they derived some sort of twisted pleasure from this brotherly fighting.
Yeah, no shit. They're demons. And impale. This is technically spoilers. Options. Game lane, volume. P1 rumble, brightness, P1 controls. Exit. Let's just see how this works out. We'll do the tutorial. Gold, yellow, what does this mean? Oh no, freely change weapons is... No, one of the bonus things of this game is that you can freely change. No, I'm playing on Switch. I'm playing on Switch. This is the best way to play. On the Switch.
Oh yeah.
You've heard of it, haven't you? The Legend of Sparta.
If there's anyone that's like
When I was
hoping
young, my
that
father would tell me stories about it.
DMC 5 is ported to the Switch, I
In ancient
That would be
times,
would
great.
laugh at
I
them. Can
want
you
it to have...
imagine?
I want them to
It'd be
do it.
so...
for the sake of the human race. With his sword,
Unironically, it's because of the style switch. The style switch is god tier. Like, that's literally what makes this
But
best.
since he was a demon himself,
I want them to, like... I want it to be, like, downscaled to, like... fucking, San Andreas level
I
graphics.
thought it was just a
Yeah,
child's
like,
fairy tale.
it would just be
but I discovered that this so-called
Oh,
legend
it wouldn't work.
wasn't
They'd probably have to do like a cloud
Hey,
version or
Hallie.
something.
All
'cause
right,
it would
everybody
not
in
work.
chat, just want to remind you that there's a secret in every single chapter of this game.
I met the
If you
sons of
look
Sparta.
at some point of every single cutscene at the beginning of every single chapter, you will be able to see a hidden number that tells you what the chapter you're on. Like you'll see it in one, like the opening will have a 1 on it. The chapter 2 will have a 2 somewhere in the cutscene.
Is that the one?
No,
Or is
this
that
is the prologue.
Okay. So we're looking for numbers. It's like
Not
hidden
yet.
Mickeys.
Not
Alright.
even yet. This is a cutscene that comes later. Virgil and Dante have the same hair is the best thing about
Yeah,
this.
that's odd.
They're in the rain, but Virgil's
guess.
hair just isn't swept back. That's the difference. You want to know a fun and interesting thing about Virgil? Virgil's voice actor for this role had a cold the entire time he was voicing Virgil, right? So that's why Virgil sounds a lot more nasally in this version as opposed to the other versions. Okay, look for a 1. Look for a 1. There it is on the pizza box.
Oh, I guess so.
Yep, that number 1 on the pizza box, chapter 1.
You know where they all are.
I know where most of them are. Fucking love this cutscene. It's so God, that style.
Sorry, not open for business.
This is where Devil May Cry really started, huh?
Devil May Cry 3 is what kicked Dante into like star-studded appeal. Oh yeah, it's him. That pizza is small though. Yeah. That's a tiny ass
You a
pizza.
customer, too? Well,
Isn't this the Isn't this the cutscene with the pool table? I'm so excited.
I like the DMC 1 intro though. Oh yeah, Awaken to Justice, Sparta.
I feel like
Oh yeah, this guy.
pool table could have survived this encounter, but you gotta be stylish about it. So
Yeah, and the bike just smashing the whole room.
yeah, your days are numbered.
This
pool
is
table.
all it's so good. He has like a fucking like band set up.
This is a prequel to 1, right? Like this is where it started, kind of.
This is a prequel. This is the first game.
This
Technically,
is
chronologically speaking.
the first. All right.
Here we go. Oh, they're stabbing the shit out of him.
This means nothing.
Oh, absolutely. I
He's
love
fine.
the boom. And the bike just smashing the whole room. Yeah. He's just like fucking using their skull. And he's like dragging them along. It's so good. It's so fucking good. There's the 1. He just has a spike in his leg and that into his chest. And it's just like, yeah.
this party's getting crazy.
Yeah.
Let's rock.
Let's rock. And then it doesn't work. Which is a callback in DMC 5.
Yep. I did notice that.
Best thing is you can do many of the moves shown in the cutscenes. That's literally what's his that was his MO. Itsuno wanted you to be able to do just about everything that was in the cutscene. Oh, this looks so good. He doesn't like God. He's so good. He's eating the pizza. My man, hello, Ren. Yeah. He's just sliding on them. It's so good. It's so good. He's just sliding. He fucking doesn't fucking jump off of it. It's so good. The pool tables, all the cue ball. He shoots the ball. Oh, it's fucking astounding. Devil May Cry is like, this is what people expect.
I really don't think that was necessary.
It was amazing though. And now we get to watch me select from board. Just press A to perform your style attack. Defeat enough enemies and eventually start a level up, earning a new and wonderful style. You will learn a new... Yep. So in DMC 4, Dante got the ability to style switch immediately.
But this is
In freestyle mode, you can freely change. This is how it was in DMC 4. You can change, and that's also how it is in DMC 5 with Dante.
So in original, what was it like?
He had to go and wait. Look at that bastard showing off, messing up his own home.
Like,
yeah, you had to go to the
something?
save spot. You can only switch it through the save spot. Okay, let's see. Melee attack, style action, examine. Yep, red orbs. Yep, that's the helm breaker. Okay, X, 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 and X in midair. Melee attack, and your attacks differ depending on the timing of each X input command. X, X, X is a generic 3. X, slight pause, and X, I believe that's the launcher. X in midair is the helm splitter. Fire your guns with Y, or repeatedly press... Yep. That's your guns.
To learn
your guns.
The timing count.
DMC for Dante has a small head. He really does, compared to how like bulky his body is. In this game, so with this, what you have to do, the point of guns is not to just shoot everything with your guns. This is not Devil May Cry 2. This is Devil May Cry 3. Devil May Cry 3, the point is it's a combo extender. It just like all of your taunting.
Or just something for quick damage when you need it.
Let's see. All right. Yep, A is dash. And B is jump. Yep. The current enemy or hold R to lock onto the enemy. Okay, that's not something I forgot you could do that.
A is alright. A is fine. Because each game, it seems like each game has different meanings for the style ranks.
There we go. A.
How many times have you played this one?
Never.
Never? Huh.
It's just
Which
I just
ones have you played then?
5.
That... You just know a lot more than I do.
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
just do. Yeah, I've seen. You can still ride the enemies. I think you can. There we go. Look at that. No damage. No damage on that first mission. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. Pretty good.
I would agree.
It gets the combos get a lot more complicated as you go on. Unsurprisingly. I think that was pretty good considering I have no idea what I'm doing. He stepped on your pizza. Shoots him. He gets so pissed when you fuck with his pizza. You messed with his pizza. How fucking could you? Pizza may cry. Damn bitch, you live like this? Exactly. I like how he has like a fucking whatever the fuck pelt that is on his wall.
One hell of a party.
Yeah,
like it.
one hell of a party.
And like stab with your sword so many times the enemies in the game, and then in a cutscene it just dies from one bullet.
A.
I like that.
A. B. All right. S. Item used. S. And A. Hell yeah. Let's save. I love that fucking Virgil's eyes are cut off by the save data. I love that Virgil I suck so bad at these games. I am not good at these either. I don't even remember what gold means.
I will look it up real quick.
Because there's like gold and yellow, and I don't know what that means. Customize.
DMC3 Dante kinda...
What? What? Don't tell me.
Not important.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry about it. Okay, the first thing that comes up is DMC3 gold or yellow.
Action. I can never learn.
Okay, you picked the gold. When you die, you restart in the previous room where you die and have gold orbs that let you revive.
Okay, well,
Yellow, you restart the entire mission when you die.
It's better to use gold. At this point, I believe Dante doesn't own a bed. He just sleeps on a couch in his chair. Yeah, pretty much. Learn new actions. So Stinger is important. This is how you get up close to enemies.
I never use it.
R plus L forward plus X. R, L forward, X. Yep. This is... Then you have drive.
Aim
and this
input is 5.
These are important. Air hike is your double jump, if I remember correctly. Yep. Drive is a
Strike
lightning
is
quick
when you
sword
go-
swing. Hold X, then release. That's just a charge strike. Most like... But obviously
Streak is
you
when
want to
go
start
back
with
and
Stinger.
forward.
And then Stinger level 2. And we're good to go. Mission start, baby. He has trauma, bro. Most likely why most girls don't stay with him.
Oof.
Get ready for this to not turn out nearly as well. Things are about to go downhill real fast.
Damn it! You guys totally wrecked my shop.
You guys totally right. I hadn't even named it yet. He's gritting his
You're
teeth.
gonna pay for that.
I like how his clothes just like bend in on each other. Yeah, he's just like fucking doing dancing with his fucking thing. Oh, it's so good.
Why is there a shot of inside the sleeve?
It's so
Also,
good.
I love how he's so goofy but so
And he
cool at the same
sneezes.
time.
Like he fucking sneezes.
I don't know how they managed
And
that.
his fucking building collapses. It's so good. His home.
I hope you all have enough to cover all this.
Yeah. Ah, took the first hit of damage. Yeah, okay.
Ah.
Oh, yep. See, look at that.
I believe 4 was also re-released on modern stuff too, right? I think so.
Yes.
So I have no excuse to play everything except for 2.
As you can see, yeah,
Do I have to play 1? Would you recommend that?
what? One?
Playing
No.
1?
No.
Oh.
You don't need to. Definitely evade the enemy's incoming attack. Hold R, then press B while holding right to ult, then press B while holding L back. Yep. Yep, that's rolling.
From my understanding is now the debate on like which one is the best game. It's now like people say it's either 3 or 5.
Yeah, 3 is very good, just because it has one of the best final boss fights in the series. Green Orb. That's perfect. Good. Green Orb.
For some reason no one says 4. I'm not sure what the general opinion on that one is.
It's not the best. But yeah, number 1 is more puzzle-based.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, WWE suffer with Mundus. DMC 2, DMC 5, DMC are my favorite. You like DMC 2? Wait, hold on. Oh, this
What?
character.
What? So yeah, you did put DMC 5 and DMC 3 in that list, but also 2. Ren, please explain why. Why though? I'm curious. Give me reasons.
Yeah, hold on. Oh. Ah. We're gonna restart mission. We don't do gold orbs here. Glorbs is not a thing. Yeah. Gotta restart. Hold on, there's something wrong.
Not enough Nero in this game.
Hold on. I didn't, for some reason, it wasn't bought. For some reason, Stinger. Yep. Now we have to...
I'm just asking why DMC2 was on that list. I'm not judging. I'm just curious.
Equip, change equipment. Change equipment, purchase items. We're good. Yep, Ebony, Rebellion, action, guns. And mission start. Hold R and X and... Yep. Hold R, X, and while holding L back. High time. Hold X and the character was riding the other as well.
This really brings up a couple questions. Like, is this game worse than 5 because there is no Nero? Or better than 5 because you don't have to play as B? Lots of questions.
Hold on. This is why it's good to have more than one person in BC.
Because I'm so entertaining. This Dante's pretty cool, I will admit.
Yeah, it is. He is very
That
cool.
is what I will say on that. I will not make any more comments. Because I'm going to get myself in trouble. I mean nothing.
He's also kind of a weirdo. See, I'm doing much better this time. There we go. I just had to focus a bit better. Oh god, this guy. Yeah, this guy's an asshole.
Psycho is offering to join
I
as
can't
well
talk.
to give context. Okay.
Hold on. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay. Psycho is offering to
Okay, yeah. Okay.
join as
Let
well.
me pause. Alright, you want to join? Yeah, you want to join here? I'll add Psycho to the mix. Let me add Psycho. Where is... Man... Oh, hold on. That's not right. Just a sec. Let me add another friend to the mix so they can actually talk too. There. Okay. Let me make sure everything's working all right. You hear it? You there?
Just give me a second. I'm just going to mute the stream.
All right. Don't be afraid to turn yourself up.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Can you turn yourself up, Psycho? I can't hear
No.
you.
Is this good now?
A little bit more.
Okay. Just give me a second. I'm gonna have to go into the settings again.
Sorry, everybody in stream chat. We're figuring it out.
Just
Technical difficulties.
Come on now. It says I've got it all max.
Okay, Hallie, can you turn yourself down a bit,
Right.
and then I'll turn everybody up.
We also sharing camera or screen?
I can do that, but we won't get the audio from it. That's
okay.
just how Streamlabs works.
Well, it's fine.
Is that better?
It's not like
Yeah.
It's not like I can help out. You're
All right.
going into this blind. So yeah, Psycho reveal was what?
I think he's been on stream a couple. He's been on stream.
Yeah.
I've been on stream quite a few times. I've been on streams for like the Bloodborne.
All right.
Fest,
Now we got the boss.
Also. But yeah, just to kind of give
Vital
context
start.
as to-
Yep.
As to why DMC2 isn't exactly as favorite as the rest
Oh
of the
yeah. Oh,
series is because of the gameplay as well as the story kind of being very lackluster compared to DMC1. It was also like it was also one of the projects that we had kind of just.
oh, this boss battle.
And
yeah, Anna dead.
as a whole,
We're gonna restart.
it was-
Let me know
So
if everybody can hear. Is everyone all right? I might turn it up a bit more.
I don't see any comments about the volume being shit, so I'm just gonna assume it's okay.
Continue. Restart the mission. Because we gotta customize by Stinger again. Now we can start. Let's do it again. I refuse to.
But yeah, it was DMC2 wasn't actually made by you could definitely tell whether or not the writers actually gave a shit about
You missed it.
the game beforehand. So yeah, I'm on the birthday stream now. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, thank you. It is. Oh my god, it is my birthday. I forgot again.
Psycho, if you were to rank, have you played them all?
I played most of them. I ain't played 4.
If you were to rank all of them from like best to worst, what would you?
Well, in terms of my personal favorite, I would say around 3, 5, 1, and then 2.
Okay, and like
Yeah.
4 is
It's
not on there
fine.
because you haven't played it.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're doing better now.
Okay.
I've heard it's good. But
I've never heard anyone say that it's like bad, but I don't think it's like anyone's favorite for the most part.
yeah,
It's kind of a
because
middle of the road one.
Yeah, it's because it plays everything safe. It doesn't want to go too ambitious with the whole thing. It's got its, from what I've seen, it's got its fair share of issues as well as good points. The good points being basically, four basically being very safe when it comes to combo moves, combat moves.
Oh, okay. I was confused by what you meant by safe because you start out playing as a totally different character and Dante looks like a villain and I don't know if people would have reacted nice to that.
Yeah, exactly. That's also.
If it was rushed out the ass, yeah. Devil May Cry 2 was rushed out the ass.
No,
Like by the time, if I remember correctly, by the time Hideaki Itsuno had actually gotten onto the.
I mean, 2 suffers from gameplay anyway. Gameplay issues anyway. From shit as well as story being. Yeah. That's just because Kinnear wasn't involved and the developers had no idea what to do. Because it still had like puzzle elements with, like DMC 1 and
I'm gonna try.
it just did not fucking work. But yeah, DMC4 had, from my peer, is just middle of the road simply because it played too safe in terms of gameplay and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was rushed out of the axe, and probably the reason why it's not anybody's favorite.
Oh god, almost had it. We were at a sliver. Ah, the ultimate in disrespect. Easy mode is now selectable. The ultimate in disrespect. Hallie, I don't know if you're new. You're new to Devil May Cry.
I know that that's what happens. That's how you unlock easy mode.
Can you turn yourself down a bit more, Hallie, just so
okay, sorry.
I can
Maybe I'm talking too loud as well.
Well, I have it at 130% on Discord just to make sure Psycho is good.
Yeah, I don't know what the issue is. I'm actually at like max right now, so it should.
Bloody Palace, the additional characters, and legendary Dark Knight mode are the actual fun stuff. Bad Content 4 is outside the main story. Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see.
Alright, I put it at 70%.
That should be good. Yeah, that sounds more equal. All right, let's try this.
Sorry. I also do talk loud, so that might not help.
I thought you were coming in pretty quiet when you were on the screen. It might just be the case.
I don't know.
Played DMC2 when I was a kid.
Yep. Oh my god, Psycho, you're very quiet. I just want to point that out. Like, I can't hear you.
I don't know what the issue is there. Just give me a second. I'll try and check, see what sorry. See, it isn't usually this quiet.
For the most part, I can hear you fine, Psycho, but maybe a little bit on the quiet side. Then again, I also don't have the audio.
This is not going well. I'm gonna restart.
So that's different too.
I played it when I was a kid, and now for us with me trauma demons coming out of buildings. This is not going. Like, welcome to Devil May Cry. You see, here's the thing. I want to learn to play this well. And so I'm gonna keep playing it until I get this right.
So this is the true experience, because I played 5 on easy, so I guess I don't
you're
really
a coward.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I wanted to, like, be eased into it.
You wanted to stare at Nero. Let's not even pretend it. Let's not even pretend.
I need you to be quiet right now. You're not wrong, though.
I know I'm not wrong.
I will not be made to be ashamed of that.
Yep, green orb. Fuck yeah.
I did notice that with DMC5, I liked V a lot more before I actually played as him.
Yeah, V.
And like, I still like him a lot, but every time his levels would come up, I'm like, I have to play as him.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it kind of soured it a little bit for me.
Okay. Yep, definitely evade the rip.
I don't think I've heard anyone say anything bad about like 5, except for like, oh, I don't like how Nero looks or whatever. But like for the most part,
Let's see.
it doesn't seem like it's upset people.
Oh god, I got hit by the explosive. Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, you're the only one left.
Yeah, Emperor, I agree with that, V opinion. I really liked him as a character, but the gameplay, while it was more fun than I thought it would be, it was also kind of, there was a disconnect in what you can't control the familiars and what direction they're facing and stuff like that, right? So that was tricky to try and learn how to guide them, sort of. Definitely different, but overall I didn't prefer it.
Oh, for God's sake. Come on. Oh, you son of a bitch. Almost had it. Well, we're doing this again. Round 4.
Are you gonna look at any more upgrades or anything? Or
We don't have
can you even
enough. We have
afford any?
3,900, and Stinger is a must get. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, optimal Dante play is
In 3, we don't have the motorcycle weapon, so you can't have optimal Dante play. It's
well, I mean,
impossible.
optimal Dante play is switching between the styles to do whatever suits you.
I wouldn't say there's any right way to play Dante for sure.
He's supposed to be
right way
a
to play
bag
is
of
any
tricks
of them.
character for a reason.
Like, I don't think I ever heard anyone be like, "Oh, use this devil breaker." And I guess, yeah, in like for Nero, because it's like it just depends on what you want, right? You can offer tips, but not so much like here's the best way to play. Is like it's not how it works, right?
No, of course
Dante
not.
in 5 melts my brain too.
I will use a healing item, like...
Especially because I was so used to like playing as Nero and tolerating these gameplay. As soon as I got to Dante, I'm like,
Yep.
what am I? Like, you have to really change your approach to combat with Dante in that game, especially because Dante's much more about like style and just like changing.
Well, the
things
thing
up
that-
and doing things really cool. While I feel like Nero, the approach is usually it rewards being very aggressive
Yes, of course.
and offensive.
I'm just going to try this again. Is this louder?
Yes, that's so much better.
Oh, thank you. Right. I turned it up by 10 decibels on my actual system. Everything else was maxed out. It's just need to turn it up in the system settings. Now I'm worrying whether or not I'm too loud.
You should... Let me check. Let me check on the thing. Okay, talk.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you're pretty fine. You shouldn't be too bad.
Good,
All right,
good,
we're all back here again. Here, let me turn everything down a bit. Hold on. We're at 130. Let's go back to 120. All right. Now, you see, I don't remember how you actually use Royal Guard in these games. So you're going to have to forgive me if I don't do as much of it.
I mean, it's been years since I played these myself. I mean, I've got them all stored away somewhere.
I really think that the reason why I struggled as Dante in 5 when I first started playing this is because you just have to approach things differently, right? You have to have a different mindset. Because Nero definitely is like, he kind of hits hard and a lot, and it's like aggressive, right?
Yeah.
And you just like hurt them, right? While Dante's a lot more kind of, like funny tricks, right?
Yeah,
So the mindset needs to change. And I was playing Dante like I played Nero, and it was going badly.
Yeah, it's like fancier parries and fancier techniques. it's yeah. That's technically how, like, Dante is from most of the games anyhow, except for that DMC game.
So that's probably also why I had trouble with him in the beginning, because I just hadn't played as him in any other game. I feel like I would have been a lot more confused by Nero's gameplay if I had, but no, I just got really used to playing as Nero.
Yes, there we go. Finally, fucking finally. Farthest I'm in the game was the Twin Swords boss fight in the PC version. Listen, I'm going to be honest here. I'm not going to be restarting every single mission.
What, just so you can get A ranks or S ranks or shit like that?
Yeah.
Don't bother. Don't bother.
This is a fun playthrough. It's not a I want to die, kill myself playthrough.
Yeah. I mean, if you start doing that shit like what you did in Metal Gear Rising, I would probably...
See, I don't want to do that again.
Gears.
If I wanted to do that, I'll just play Metal Gear Rising again.
Yep.
There,
I mean, Metal Gear Rising is short in itself, but this is a little bit longer.
Dante style, Virgil elegance, Nero is too done for this shit. Yes. Well, Nero has the added benefit of Snatch.
It's been nearly a year since we last met. Where does the time go?
Like, Snatch is great for, like, when you launch. The problem with, one of the problems with Stingers is it launches an opponent back. It's also a launcher. Which can be a but when you have Nero, even if you have a launcher, you can grab them and bring them back and go, I'm not done with you yet, I'm going to continue this combo.
Yeah. Definitely, I think, and I don't know if this is going to change, but right now Nero in 5 is my favorite to play as.
I don't like the arm mechanic, I'm going to be honest. It's not a fan. I'm just not a fan of it.
No doubt.
Only gameplay-wise, don't
Yeah.
say anything. Don't assume
Sure, yeah.
why I like playing as Nero.
Yeah, sure. Jeez, I wonder why. Yeah, okay.
Photo mode sucks anyway. It's the low-quality models.
Stylish points. Let's see. That was bad though. Dabs.
Yeah.
Debs. That was almost. You see, that was almost Dabda, which is the 5 stages of grief.
Doesn't like arms.
Arms. Yeah, no, arms are dumb. Everyone should have their arms removed. It should be legally required. Alright, that is this. Mission 3, Arkham.
Disarmed.
Doesn't excite you.
Hey, Fergus.
The Teminigru has revived.
Teminigru.
The great one, who once ruled this earth as the
Virgo.
medium between
This
the
guy,
human world
my god.
and the demon world.
He reeks an air of...
Magnificent
Ew.
you.
He probably smells of fish.
He really does. He probably... Either that or rotting corpses.
Yeah.
Constructed this glorious edifice. Now, after 2 millenniums of confinement,
So I've heard
it at last fulfilled
that
the
Lady
purpose
actually
which
does
was
things in this
intended.
game, which I cannot imagine because I did play 5, and I don't know why she was in 5. They didn't.
Virgil
do
is...
anything
This
with
is
her.
great because Arkham has their own idea of what they want to do, and Virgil's just like, yeah, I don't give a shit about your plans.
It is the
I just want to get I want to get that medallion back. Dante's medallion. He just wants the medallion.
Yeah, I mean... It's a premise. It's a simple premise.
Everybody's there. 5 is the fan service game.
Oh,
yeah,
it really
is.
is. It feels
I
like
mean,
Lady and Trish, to an extent, are there just because it's been so long that they have to be there.
I mean,
Well,
here's
yeah.
the thing, though. Lady is... She doesn't really do a whole lot.
Neither
in the games
Lady
anyhow.
nor Trish really do anything.
Yeah, they're just there.
Yep, that sure is near slow walk away. Cool people don't look at explosions or the people
think
they just killed.
The
Or the
most
things
they
they just
do
were
is
killed.
they act as Nero's support group and like. one
Hey,
of the
oh
ending
shit, it's
cutscenes.
Lady.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know the great thing about DMC2 is that Dante was supposed to have a motorcycle weapon, but that got taken out and cut. I think it was either this one, DMC3 or DMC2. He was supposed to have a
I think it might have
motorcycle.
been this one.
Yeah,
I
it
think
might
it
have
might have
been.
been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready to watch a guy fumble around with the controls because Lord knows it's not getting any better.
I mean...
Let's
to be
see,
expected,
5,000. We still don't have enough for that. Guns. I mean, raises Mac. We don't... Item. We don't really... Equip 3. Yeah, we don't have any extra weapons. 3 in the fire. Yeah, you saw it. 3 in the fire. Yeah. No points. We'll save. Mission start. All right. Here we go. Oh, these things. Oh, God, these things. These are such a cool design, but they suck. Jump 2 times as high as normal by pushing off of certain surfaces.
Or unlocking the double jump.
Oh God, this is actually taking me back.
Oh yeah,
to,
these things.
It's been years since I've played these. So.
See, I don't care. This is the most optimal way of taking them down.
You can still definitely tell that there's like some Resident Evil vibes with the environment here. There's a like when you think of like the backgrounds and like Raccoon Sea and shit from like Resident Evil 2 and 3, you can still see there's kind of like a leftover from that. Especially in how like the environments are put.
Oh, got hit by
Even
that?
Before that I think this is before they developed the RE engine, which is the most optimal thing to use now. Like, oh my God, it's one of the best engines. I hope so right now.
I'm fairly sure with the RE engine they use it on a lot more of the game, or they've retooled it for other games as well.
It definitely, I know it was used for 5.
Yeah, green orb.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure it was retooled for a lot of their kind of other games which would be mid on the side as well. But I mean, I could be talking
Monster
shit.
Hunter?
Maybe not Monster Hunter. I mean, I don't think Monster Hunter ran on the same engine. Maybe something like Dead Rising. Dead Rising.
That wasn't very good. That was an okay fight. What is the first boss of this? What is the next boss here of Chapter 4?
Mine's going blank, really. It's been years. Like I said, I can only remember like very certain things about this.
I know it's not fucking Cerberus. Yeah, I thought so. That's what I thought it was. Oh shit, a shotgun.
Yeah.
Blue seals, red seals. Defeat the door seal. Releases doors for solving a puzzle located. Yep. Gotta solve a puzzle. The enemy's trying to
there weren't any blue
smash it.
seals in 5. There are no puzzles in 5.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have a friend from school that I was talking to about it because he likes these games too, and he did say that's one thing about 5 that he wished there was more of.
Oh, this one, style adjudicator.
Go here, beat enemy. Go here, beat enemy, which I kind of get.
Style adjudicator. Yep, that's the puzzle, the style adjudicator. Welcome to the style adjudicator. I hope you're good at style. Can you style? Can you be good at the game? The shotgun. Yeah, press ZL to alternate guns in a clockwise direction. Yep. Welcome to the... Welcome. Let me check this out. Let's try this out. It's a bit slower, but it's apparently, if I remember correctly, this is the best. This is one of the absolute best weapons, guns in the game. Left bottom angle.
Sorry, you're where now?
Oh, camera control? Limited camera controls?
You're in Love Planet.
Oh, good. It's strip club. Nice. What are you doing in a table dance? Oh, these things. Stylish rank combo it. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so if anyone remembers where the secret missions are, you're gonna have to remind me.
I forgot those even existed. I have to go back and find them.
Some of them are way more doable than others.
DMC 3. Alright.
Come on.
I'll shut up now.
You're on chapter 3, right?
Yep, chapter 4. Yeah, chapter 3.
Yeah.
I forgot how, like, super not long this game is. You know, what are you doing in a table dance? I don't know. Let's
Secret
see.
Mission 3 saying stay in the air for 20 seconds.
I know, but where is it?
I have no
that's
idea.
that's something you don't worry about until you get table hop. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. What is this? Where message come from? Oh, okay. Sorry, I had a DM on Twitter or Discord. Normally I try not to bother, but you know, you never know. Oh yes, the Tammy Negru. Gotta figure out how to get. I gotta almost honestly forgot how you get up here. Let's see. There's a way to get up here. Oh, I need table hop. Oh, nope. Okay, there's a way. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Now this is a style. This is a red orb machine, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, broke it. Good. That means you get all the
timed or something?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, blue blorb piece. This is how you get more blorb. This is how you get a blorb.
I think it's cool to see like the older games and
Now this is a style,
realize what's
actual
changed
style
and what
adjudicator.
stayed the same.
I mean,
Really
I think
interesting.
DMC 3 is where most of the staples come from anyway. Like DMC 1, like I said, is very puzzle based, so it's very kind of, it's very much like a Resident Evil game.
Without the scary, that's it.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, okay.
still
I
tried to be
wasn't
scary
locked
at
on.
some
That was the problem.
point.
You gotta remember to always lock on. Okay, now they have like 12,000 of these.
But yeah, I mean, DMC still tried to be a little bit scary with their kind of like atmosphere.
Air
It's
hike
like
is
a lot of
super
gothic
important,
cathedrals
but I
and shit.
can't get that. Dante has a second combo when you pause for a second after the first hit, I think. Yeah, but I'm gonna forget to do that. There's a lot I'm gonna forget to do. Alright. I could increase the power of a gun. Nah, that's equipment. Item. I could buy a blorb. Blorb increases health. What does holy water do? Holy water can fend off demons. Oh, it's just an item then. Yeah, that... I don't remember what those do. Yeah, it gives you more health, I think. Yeah. Good. Ice Guardians. Here's the next boss. Ah, good times. Cerberus. I remember this kind of being annoying, if I remember correctly. I love this, though. I love his interactions.
Oh my lord, I just remembered something.
What?
The arena just kind of clicked there. It just kind of brought me back. There's a. Did you know that there's like a Nightmare Before Christmas Devil May Cry game?
Is it official or?
Yes.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was made by Capcom. Same during while this was being made as well. And they have like quick time events in it as well as like singing segments.
Ew.
So like there's a rhythm game and shit where you have to sing songs.
I've played some of them before.
Yeah. It's actually, I'm not even kidding.
I love
the developers the developers of it then just went on to like quite a few of the developers of that game went on to do Bayonetta.
What an asshole.
He says the exact same thing. I love it.
It's so great.
I love it, and it's so in character for Dante to say the exact same thing years and years later. Like, I think, like, with Dante, I really haven't been playing these or knowing about these games for that long, but, like, it's so easy to understand exactly what kind of a character he is.
Yeah.
You know? And so, like, automatically when I see stuff, I'm just like, yeah, that's totally in character. He would definitely do that. The fact that 5 canonically, like, the script for 5, at least in English, has the word bitch slap in it, and it's totally something he would say.
Yeah.
Like, I love it so much.
I mean, the thing is with Dante is that, like, the reason why people like him so much is because he quite literally is just a fucking idiot and loser who just goes through everything winging it.
Yeah.
But he knows how to wing things well. But it's very kind of emblematic of the series, though, because quite a few players don't know what the fuck they're doing half the time when they first start these game series. So he comes across as very relatable with it.
I was trying to explain, like, just try to briefly explain the character of Dante to someone that didn't really know anything about it. And I said, like, he's kind of like this in 5, in the context of 5, his age in 5. I was kind of like, you know, he's kind of like that uncle that knows what memes are, you know? Like,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
He's totally he would make the shit out of memes.
Absolutely.
I mean,
and like he would keep up with them too. He would keep up with them.
I
mean,
mean,
like, haha, Among Us, right, guys?
Yeah, the only time that he would use bad ones is specifically to get people annoyed.
Like
well,
me.
I can guarantee you, he would probably keep on posting the "What the hell is this?"
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Every time something happens, you know, he goes, "What the hell is this?" It's great. But yeah, no, I agree with that. He wings everything, but again, like, and he's a fucking memes a lot.
And he's always got a comment about everything.
Yeah, Dante sends you memes every 10 minutes. Yeah, Dante,
Yeah,
Devil May Cry 6 memes.
He would either send you porn or memes.
Pretty much. I think one of the, like, just something that would be another good representation of him is that one part, and I'm referencing 5 because I know the most.
We'll use the blorb.
But there's like that enemy that kind of turns into a spinning blade, and he leans over and like has it shave him or something. Like, yeah, yeah, that's Dante. I love him so much.
Let's see. Dante spams Nero's phone. Yeah. Okay. Good. I still have the blorb. I don't feel bad about the using continues.
Absolutely does.
Yeah.
I think 5 has quickly become one of my favorite games.
No, I can.
Because I don't actually play that many games. Like, I know a lot about a lot of them, but actually sitting down to play them is a different story.
Yeah,
And this one I absolutely did.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with a lot of DMC games. They can engage you right off the bat, like right out of the gate. They can engage you with what's going on. Like, you know, in this one, within the first like 3 minutes, he's already eating pizza to go into fighting demons, and then fucking eating pizza and fighting demons at the same time. you quickly get engaged with the characters. And you don't even need to know what the fuck's going on half the time to be invested in it. But you can just literally go through these games just not knowing what the fuck's going on. And you can still just go with the flow.
Like
all you gotta know
people
is...
started with 5, and it wasn't that big of a deal because you can kind of quickly figure out what these characters are about, even not knowing the rest of it.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Okay, I'm getting the hang of this now.
Yeah, it looks like an easy.
It's a sequel. There are a ton of callbacks and references to other games and characters that are introduced in other games, but it never feels like, oh, you're just not gonna understand any of it if you haven't done da-da-da-da, right? Like, they make comments about, oh, how Dante's already fought one of these before, and it's like, oh, I guess he's just fought him in another game. Like, it's not a huge...
It's
knowledge, right?
We imply stuff that you need to know, but like, you know, at the end of it, you can just breeze through these things without knowing one or the other. Like, you don't need to know the plot of DMC 2 or 1 or 3 to even know what the fuck's going on in 4 or 5. They're all kind of episodic in their own ways, but they do have their own connections, but just, you know, it doesn't matter. Because they're all fun. Except for 2.
Yeah, I would think 5 is probably the one where you need the most background information. And
there we go. Did it.
They don't treat people that don't know as if it's like, okay, go back and read all the lore, stupid.
Here we
right?
go. Hold on, it's cutscene time.
So.
I acknowledge your ability.
Yes, we got the next weapon, the nunchucks. I forgot. Yeah, no, I didn't forget. I just remembered. The staff portion of it. All the other portions don't really come in until DMC 5, but this is the ice nunchucks.
Rolling.
A fan favorite. Hey Nero, check out this one out. It's just Among Us.
See, that's good because my
you see the best part. The best part is that Dante is more in touch with meme culture than Nero is.
Absolutely, I was gonna say.
So Nero's like, what the? Nero's like, Dante's like, Dante, like he's just like, hey, have some pizza, and then he like picks up the pizza and it's cake, and it's like, what the fuck, Dante?
Yeah, like my headcanon. If my headcanon for Dante is that he does know memes, then my headcanon for Nero is that he just does not.
He doesn't know shit. He's just completely out of the
He
soft.
kind of knows what they
time.
are, but that's it.
Hold on, now here we go. We got this. Yeah, that's basically just slam down on the ground.
See, Psycho, I do know that many people have differing opinions on this one. So, what did you think? What do you think of Nero's design in 5?
Dante, I don't know what the fucking Amogus is. Oh, lady!
I think Nero's design is not the best, but it's certainly not.
I love this. He's just like, woo! He just does not give a shit. I love it. It's so good.
Are you going to the party?
He's going to the party. What's it?
Didn't you get an invitation?
And I mean, like, in terms of designs as a whole, not comparing.
Matrix. Yeah! Fucking skating. Skateboarding on the fucking missile. No fucks given. I love it. She's super serious and he does not give a shit.
Yep. Again, this is where most of the
Nero is
staples
the adult
come from.
between all. Nero is like mentally one of the oldest, but he's also like super mature. He's the most inexperienced, but he's definitely the oldest or mentally most mature.
He's the most mentally mature, but it also means that he's the most...
Isn't he also just the youngest in general, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's super young. He's like 25
I'd say
or
in
something.
5, he's like, yeah, I'd say in 5 he's like 25.
Dante's like 40 in DMC 5. Cax. that could have been better. No items, though.
I mean, they're not exactly 40s. They look like as if they're in their 40s, but, you know.
Oh,
They're not
where's
exactly
4?
in the
Where's
40s.
4? Gotta look for 4. I think it's in the stone, if I remember correctly. I don't remember where the 4 is. Look for the 4.
But yeah, Nero is the most mentally mature, but it means he's also the most
Which
rigid.
is concerning.
Is that so?
Concerning.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Because he's also an idiot.
He is an idiot. He's a total dumbass.
I'm afraid
Like,
should
I
ask
just
you.
I
love
can't remember. Is
the
it?
first cutscene in 5 where he's so mad at Dante for calling him a dead weight that he tries to run into like falling rocks and V has to like drag him back. Like he's so
Such
stupid.
an idiot.
Mhm.
He's very headstrong. That's for sure.
Yes.
Where
Yes,
is
stubborn.
the 4? I can't remember where the 4 is in this one.
So the fact that he's the most mature is highly concerning.
Here's the thing about all of this.
Ooh. Nice face.
Oh, it's in the cloth? I don't remember where it is. I genuinely
Funky
don't.
face.
Customize. Let's see, how many do we have? Okay. Cerberus. We got
mushrooms.
Revolver, level 2. We got Windmill. And Windmill is spin the nunchucks around with propeller-like motion to rapidly slice into the enemy. R plus L back plus left stick back plus X. Yeah. So basically the same as the Helm Splitter. Or the launcher, not the Helm Splitter. Launcher is when you hit X, is when you do it basically attack.
Can we note the Dante cutout in the background and how it fits with the red orb?
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
fucking great. That's amazing. That's
good.
very good.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't think any others in the game do that.
You know,
Yeah.
can you guess which Nero design I prefer?
What, DMC4?
No.
DMC5?
Where have you been?
Oh, I forgot you were a loser. Sorry.
I'm coping.
Oh, wait, no, we're good. We're good to start. Is this the Beowulf mission, or is this... No, this is the Gatekeeper mission, isn't it? Oh,
Find the
yeah.
key.
Oh, that's a really cool statue. Imagine just waltzing into somebody's home and they have a fucking statue like that.
I mean, there's a lot of that in DMC 1.
Yeah,
Lot-
just like
a lot
imagine
of
going
areas
into
like
some
that.
dude's
I do
like,
like the castles in these ones.
Yeah.
I'm just
Pretty
oh
cool.
god, I'm just imagining Dante going, "Hey Nero, I was watching Gargura's stream yesterday," and then Nero's
would.
like, "Who
He
the
would.
fuck is that? Who the
I
f-?
don't think he would watch VTubers. I think
No,
he,
not seriously.
No, he
wouldn't do
wouldn't.
it seriously.
He would just
he would
watch
do
it.
it to bug Nero.
Yeah, he would just
He
do
would,
it. to
he
piss-
would do it to fuck with Nero, yeah. He would
Yes.
mention about all these VTubers, but he wouldn't watch them.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it would make Nero, it would annoy Nero. Absolutely.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Just to annoy everybody. All right,
he's like-
let's
Dante, what the fuck do you mean? Talking shark? What the fuck are you talking about?
Dante. Or yeah. That's the welcome to the shit. Already went from this door level. Yes,
And
I
Nero-
remember this level.
Would have to
Oop,
struggle with the knowledge every single day that they are related.
Yes.
And
The
Dante
fans
is his
did
uncle.
send her a birthday vid from the voice actor from Ruben Langdon.
Yeah, they did actually. I do
Oh my
remember
god. So yeah, what we're saying, it's basically canon.
Nope, we can't go that way.
that. Uh-huh.
Ruben Langdon, known conspiracy theorist and UFOologist.
Oh boy.
He's great. I
Is it
follow
like
him on
one of- Is it
him on
like the? It's not the bad conspiracies, just the dumb ones.
dumb, kind of dumb,
Okay.
mostly dumb.
Okay. I can deal with that. I don't know what kind of voice direction they gave the voice actor. For
Every
Pete
different,
during
every
that, but
Dante
it's
is completely
something.
different in how they behave
Yeah,
and how they and how
are.
their voice is.
Mm-hmm.
No, like DMC4 Dante and DMC5 Dante, they're closest it gets to like
DMC1
consistency.
Dante is boring. I'm sorry.
DMC1 Dante is boring.
fine.
That's like when he's fucking depressed though. That's like depressed in the VA
never
for Virgil
mind.
too.
I
Oh
won't.
god, we have to fight these things again.
Yeah, the explanation is that he's depressed, but I mean, as a whole, the whole reason why it sounds like that is pretty much because he was.
These
supposed
are
to be more
really
chill.
cool designs, though. I just hate them.
Yeah.
During certain settings, you can repeatedly press it. Yep.
I don't
mean,
know.
honestly. No, go ahead.
I was just saying that I can start to imagine what kind of voice direction P's voice actor got during the recording, but I can't say what it was. It just sounds very
This is the worst.
sexual. It sounds. I don't know why they went for that, but it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be at the point where he's like having a time of his life kind of thing. You know, partying all.
This is just how this is gonna be. Oh god, there's more. There we go.
You are free
Okay.
for now. Unless those are really common enemies. I bet they are.
I think they've become a little bit more common later.
Yeah.
I don't like the, I can't remember what they're called, but they're like the ones with the scissors.
Oh yeah, those ones. Helter Skelter? No, not Helter Skelter. That's not it. That's the name of one of his.
It's just like, yeah, those giant shadow things with the giant scissors. They were, you know, you gotta really get to their defenses, right? So it took a long time to beat as Nero, and then when one of them showed up when I was playing as D, I was like, oh god.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm about to die.
It was so easy before.
I don't actually know how to use the healing items, so if we die, I die. Thankfully, these things are frail as shit. Please be the last one. Okay, no, we're good. Kino will never free. I will never follow until the end of the world. Yep, yes, a luminescent object shines brightly from within the cage. I forgot how to heal. How do you heal? That's not right.
Come on, come on.
Oh yeah, that's the minus is the taunt button now. Okay.
Come on, Whip.
I don't know. Oh well. Alright, that's something else. Kino will never free. I will follow them into the end of the world. On items? What items?
Yeah, isn't there like an item menu?
Where?
The beaten status?
Here, let's try play. Let's check the controls. Oh, I can't change it. Okay, we'll turn turbo on when I get a chance. Brightness. Let's see. Hold on. A is style action equip screen. Down is equip screen. Okay. Alright, let's try it. No. Go to status, then items. Oh, okay. Thank you. I am going to need it. I don't feel like doing all of that over again. Now, let's see. Oh, we gotta go through that door, right? Yeah. This game runs surprisingly well. Nope, we want the shotgun. Shotgun's very good. Oh, yeah, the rook enemies.
I mean, to be fair, it would run well. I mean, it's a game from 2005, 2006, I think.
You
It's just
never
been
know when
upscaled.
to switch.
Yeah, I guess. I guess that's true. I mean, again, I just don't understand it personally. Like the whole thing with the Switch. Like, I don't understand like how it can run smoothly and like with
These
like
become
certain games,
enemies later on.
Yeah, they do.
See, I'm gonna get an A on for items, but that's fine. I think every item you use is one point down.
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't think it's exactly 1 point down each time, but it does work in that. I think it does take into account.
There we go. Okay, perfect.
Seems like the only ones on Switch are 3-in-1.
2 is there.
3-in-1.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to be on it. Okay. My fault.
Yeah, typically 1, 2, and 3 are just packaged into the same collections anyway. It's been like that since the re-release for the 7th gen.
There we go. Isn't this where like a bunch of bullshit fights are? I feel like I remember this being where you have to fight enemies.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
no,
the
thank God,
secret mission in this is yeah, there's like a secret mission in this where you have to go to like either the top floor or find some items or some shit. I don't remember. It's been weeks, so a lot of this just melds into one.
From Googling which ones are on Switch, I got somebody asking the question, do you think DMC4 and DMC5 could
No. DMC4 could probably run on a Switch.
Probably, but 5? Again, unless it's cloud-based, I'm gonna say no.
I mean, does Bayonetta run well on the Switch?
I'd assume the first one would.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The second. First one, probably?
Yeah. Because, I mean, if the first one runs well on the Switch, then surely DMC4 should.
That's a good point.
No, it is DMC5, but I'm talking about DMC4 here. Because they came out around the same time. I'm pretty sure it was the same year. But... Oh, wow.
Would 4 not be a bit more complex than Bayonetta, though? But I don't know if that would affect the
I
running
don't think
that
so.
much.
Hold on. Actually, Bayonetta came out a year later, so if Bayonetta runs worse or doesn't run as good,
Yeah. Now that was good. That was okay. Does Bayo run
Either way,
2 run well? If it didn't run, it's supposed to. It was made for the Wii U, so if it doesn't run well on the Switch, I will be upset. That will be not good. All right, to the yellow door now. To the P door.
And not only that, Bayonetta 3 is being made for the Switch anyhow, so you know it'd be very weird if both the original games don't work on the Switch and then Bayonetta 3 just seems to work okay.
It sure is being made. Yep.
That we promise. They promise it's being made. Don't worry.
Yep.
I mean, I have faith. It's just the case that Platinum.
They made that. They had to impress their fucking shareholders.
Yeah,
so they
they've been running into a lot of financial issues recently.
Unsurprisingly. Why do you think they sought to re-release Mighty 101?
Yeah.
A game that no one really wanted.
Yeah, but it's like Nier Automata like actually saved the company. It was that.
You bitch.
Yeah. Also, that.
Were you a wonderful one? Yeah, I thought so. Wonderful 101 fan in the chat.
It was fine, but the port to Switch was.
Wait, I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't worry. I don't hate Wonderful 101. I'm just fucking joking.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, look. Here's the thing. Platinum do make good games.
It's the joke that it's Platinum's most forgettable game.
Yeah. Like Platinum doesn't really have a string of bad games anyway. they do make solid games regardless of what they are.
Oh, for sure. I kind of get the feeling that BO3 might be holding off on announcing it for something like a big announcement, or they might also be waiting to. They might be taking their time with releasing it, so it could be at a certain like financial quarter or something. I don't know.
I'm thinking we might actually see news of it later this year.
Oh,
Like
okay, we'll retry.
Yeah, because I mean,
Babylon's Fall looks like shit.
Or
yeah.
if anything, they'll pull a Metroid 4 and be like, "Yep, it's still happening. Don't worry."
Yes,
That's
that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, like not a reveal trailer or anything. That's for sure. Or
well, it
another
would probably
trailer.
be like something like a cinematic trailer or some shit. I think. Like again,
which means nothing.
it means nothing. Yeah, of course. I mean, it'll still be vaporware. Make no mistake. But the thing is, it'll probably be like a trailer just to kind of pitch it to the public. It's like a thing, you know, oh, this exists still, do you want it, are you still interested, kind of thing. I mean, game developers do that all the time, so, like, they make cinematic trailers and they don't actually, run up on them. They don't do that.
People are just talking about Bayo 3 and Metroid 4 because they're the current ones, but, like, these are hardly the worst examples of this happening. Not even close.
Yeah. Looks like it wants to capitalize on the fans of Godfall, all 10 of them.
Oh yeah, Babylon's Fall? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That looks really bad.
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably be at least average at best, I think.
I just don't want to be reminded of E3 at all, actually. Let's not.
Yeah. Alright, good. It looks really bad. In general, it just looks atrocious. Babylon's Fall. The style is atrocious.
Slow and clunky.
I guess we can't get what's up there.
Known for slow and clunky, so.
What is this? Oh, is this? Oh, it's the boss.
You see, what I got from Godfall was it looked a lot like it looked like a Dark Souls clone.
I forgot how you fight this guy.
I know it's a very easy thing to say, you know, oh, this looks like Dark Souls kind of thing, because it had like that high fantasy kind of crap. But I really just felt like as if it was like just banking off of something that's popular. But I mean, I don't blame them for it, because obviously if they're in dire straits, they're going to need something that would sell. Who cares when you have the amazing games with the Amico? Yeah. Well, I like fish game. Yeah.
How do you fight this thing again? I genuinely forgot.
I feel like we're at a point now.
Well.
Where copying Dark Souls.
Okay, that's right. Ren here to save the day.
Copying Dark Souls is so much of a thing that it's now copying copies of Dark Souls. Like,
yeah,
there's just so much.
I mean, there's copies and copies. You know, there's Neo. There's fucking
Code Vein, I guess.
Code Vein. Yeah. There's like Helix. There's some game where you play as like a crippled guy. You play as like a guy who is in a wheelchair, but then gets like an exoskeleton thing. There's a lot of them. I can't list them off the top of my head. And then there's like crossbreeds between Dark Souls and like roguelikes and shit like that.
IMO Toppings is like saying modern shooters copied Halo.
I don't know about that one. You see, the thing is, with Dark Souls and Demon Souls, they've got very specific like mechanics in place, and like they play in like a very specific style.
Come on.
And it's
very it's a very deliberate pace that these games set as well. Like,
yeah, it's a very as well as tone as well. Like,
shooters.
Oh, this thing's.
And yeah, there are games that can literally just be called clones of other games. I mean, there's Doom clones. Like, that was an entire subgenre in itself. Like, you know, rogue-like, the name rogue, you know, that's a game. Like, games are known to be, to take from them. And it's not exactly a terrible thing. It's just the case that they just got called what they are.
Come on, it's gonna come out this way again, I guess.
And I don't really think that copies should be.
This is why you get table hop for this.
If, you make something interesting out of it or something creative, or it could be as good as the original game, but that's rarely the case.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can call them for what they are. It doesn't really detract from the fact that they're their own games. That's all I'm saying. Like, games are called copies of each other every time. I mean, Metroidvania, like, that's two game series, like, smashed together because of the same styles.
Saying something's a copy isn't inherently a bad thing.
Exactly.
Saying something is a bad copy is.
Yes.
This is why apparently you didn't get double jump. I should have. You're right. See, here's the thing. I'm gonna restart the mission. And get double jump. Whoops. Nope. Hold on.
What'd you do? Oh no.
No, I'm gonna restart the mission.
I think the stream is a bit delayed, so we weren't quite sure.
Yeah, we were like,
yeah, I need to get
like 5 seconds behind.
I need to get air hike. So.
Air hike is what?
Air hike is 20. That's double jump, which is what simplifies this game. This boss.
Yeah.
So for now, I'm gonna have to restart.
I unironically finished every game without air hike. Absolute mad lad.
Like, if I need to go fight the second mission again, I will. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's go do the second mission again. Fuck it.
The red orbs carry over, right? Yeah, so you just farm.
They do. You can grind.
Then,
you can grind.
Yeah. Because 20k is a little bit steep for this early on.
How do I...
But I would say it's worth it. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
What is this? Oh, okay, I see here. 3, and we're on 4. We're on 3, right? Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. We're good. Yep, here we are.
Unironically finished every game without air hike. I mean, you definitely could. You already have the wall jump thing, right? Which kind of acts as an extra boost. Or, what's it called? Enemy step, I think?
Yeah, it's just that it's more of a pain. And obviously, since Kino hasn't played this before, it's like obviously going to be a bit more of a hassle. Got to give him a fair shake and things. And
it's been a long time since I played anything Devil May Cry related.
Exactly. So, you know.
I mean, I was playing on easy, so it doesn't really matter, but I did get through half of DMC 5 without using any of Nero's arms. Because I just forgot, because I was so scared of, like, running out that I just forgot to use them. And it probably would have made it a lot easier if I had, but... I mean, either way, I'm on mission 17, I think, and I've had to revive once. So I think even while I'm learning, easy is a bit too easy.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's... Sorry, go ahead.
Easy is baby bitch mode. I thought you were going to guide me. I'm here to kill you, dude.
Yeah. Have you seen that? Seen that recently with Twitter? A whole bunch of fucking people are like shitting on this one video of this girl like complaining how there's no like that there needs to be more easy modes.
Here's the thing. I think every game should have an easy mode, but they should call it stupid baby bitch mode.
Yes. I was just gonna say, like,
every game should have an easy mode, but it should be called super. Like, Hallie and I had this conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
I can see both sides of it, but ultimately I disagree with the video on a whole.
Like, the idea that like gamer opinion. Like, here's the thing. Like, do what you want to do. Like, game developers should not be harassed or forced into doing anything that the audience wants them to do. They should be free to have.
I do have an answer to this, and a lot of games in the like early 2000s used to do this, where they used to actually lock certain parts of the games out with, if you know, when you choose a lower difficulty. So, for instance, Time Splitters. If you wanted the full experience, you had to play it on normal and hard. You couldn't play it on easy mode, otherwise it'll lock half the level out for you.
Yeah. I mean, it also really, like, we were talking, I think we were talking, I don't know if that was Haley or with, or it was on stream yet, when this was, but I know that I had the conversation and I said, and I specifically said, Dark Souls easy mode would just be giving people a map.
Yes.
Yeah, you told that to me.
Yeah.
I would say that Dark Souls easy, like some games are just not compatible with easier difficulties, right? And it's just don't play those games if, like Dark Souls, imagine Dark Souls with an easy mode.
Well, I mean,
it wouldn't be as fun. It automatically wouldn't be as fun because it's not designed.
I mean, like what Kino was saying, the only way they could make it easier was by making a mini-map where it shows all the enemies. And that would just give away a lot of gameplay. Right, a lot of the, you know, the map built along with the enemy placements and stuff, and it'll make things too easy, I think.
I think we were also discussing that if developers want an easy or a really hard mode in their games, they will develop it around it and make something really unique and something that fits the game. But if they're told to, they'll just like tweak the HP and damage.
Yeah, and that's not
right?
fun.
And it's like, oh, cool.
You either end up with an actual really good kind of like in-depth difficulty mode, or you end up with something like what Bethesda does, where it scales. Again, the scaling is just as bad as like easy modes. And truth be told, the only playable like difficulty by that point would just be normal mode.
Yeah, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with also scaling it too, but
oh yeah, I forgot you could do
when
that.
They don't want it in there, that they didn't have it in mind. I would say also I do appreciate easy modes and I appreciate accessibility options, but they don't fit every game. And if you're having a hard time, then watch a playthrough.
Yeah, I mean, they don't. Nobody complains about easy modes in fucking games like Europa Universalis or Total War. Nobody does, because, like, truth be told, people who complain about easy mode will never play those games. That's the way I just think it's a lot of
I forgot this was a thing you could do.
A lot about easy modes.
I love that you can just Dante just slides around on the fucking dancing pole.
The point that she made that I do automatically agree with, of course, is when she said that, you know, like she kind of was annoyed at people that go, oh, if you play on easy, then like.
No, I think it's stupid to shame people for how they play a single-player game.
Shaming is one thing, but demanding developers to change entire mechanics for the sake of like having more people like play it. Again, if it's their direct artistic vision,
we can't get
this kind of difficulty for people to play, then I wouldn't fucking change it. Like, if it's too hard for you, it's too hard.
That's okay, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's no issue. Like, it's called a game for a reason. It's to challenge you. Sometimes you don't win challenges. That's just a simple fact of life. And if they're humble enough to kind of accept that, then that's fine. But games should not be tailor-made around players.
Aw, you can't go back and get the style adjudicator anymore. That's unfair. That's unfortunate. That's an easy method of getting red orbs.
There's no person that's good at every single kind of game. Right?
Look at me fumbling around with this fucking game.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
I really appreciate and love through playthroughs the Resident Evil series, especially like the newer ones. I quite like. I can't play them because I'm a wimp, right? And that's okay.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, for me, I fucking love strategy games, and like I know a lot of people who fucking hate them because they're either too slow or they involve too much like kind of thinking for them, you know, outside the box on a lot of crap. Like, and honestly, I don't blame them for it. It's just the case that it's like very specific tastes. But with my experience, I never see anybody complain about the difficulty on strategy games because nobody complains about that. No, like barely any of these. Like, I bet you the woman who's complaining about those about video games not having easy modes in that video, she doesn't play shit like Total War in her free time. let's be honest. She doesn't play that kind of stuff, and she probably plays stuff like probably got recommended a game like say for instance Shovel Knight or fucking Hollow Knight or some crap. She was recommended it because of like the art style and all the cutesy art style and the platforming, and then she got angry at it, and then she made that video.
Maybe.
I don't want to assume other people's intentions.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to assume, but again, I don't see her playing Total War and going, damn, this fucking AI, it's scaling so bad that they're getting free money to buy more better units while I'm having to use farmers.
No, we can't know why she made that video. But the reason that she made some good points, but the most part she made bad points.
Yeah, she mixed a lot of the good points with bad points. That's the issue. It was a lot of the good points were made to argue bad points. I think arguing in bad faith, in other words.
Do I have a healing item? I don't think I do.
Something that I've noticed the further I've gotten in DMC 5, and I'm guessing this applies to the other more combat heavy, like 3 for instance, entries in the series, is that by playing on easy, it kind of gives me like an introduction to like, hey, this is how the combat's gonna work. Here's a taste of how it is. It's pretty cool. If you really like it and you really want to learn more about it, play on higher difficulties, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of aspects to the combat that I'm never going to need to learn about on this difficulty, and if I want to, I have the option to learn more, and I want to, but you don't have to either, right?
Yeah, well, here's the thing with a lot of Japanese games, they're made to be replayed a lot. Games like Drakengard, Nier, all these different other games, they all have this difficulty kind of thing, or like replayability, because they want people to come back and they want to come back and replay the story as well as introduce more mechanics and more interesting things as they go along. Like, I forget what it is. I think it's God Hand, but the difficulty scales. Great. Yeah, the difficulty does scale depending on how good you are.
Yes, that's one of the best ones.
Yeah, I think other games do it too. Another game does it too. More recently, Metal Gear Solid 5. The difficulty scales depending on how good you are in that as well. So like AI can see further, or they can hear more, depending on how good you are with sneaking around. It's just kind of like, and if you do worse, then obviously it bumps the difficulty down a bit. But that's the thing with a lot of those games, like those kind of things, like it introduces a lot more as time goes on, and the more experienced you are. And with Devil May Cry, the difficulty in these games do scale, or they don't scale, but rather there are key differences between each difficulty selection. And some enemies.
I get the feeling it doesn't so much change the game, but it changes how you play the game.
A little bit, but some of the enemies do actually have different movesets.
I think when it comes to enticing replayability and like New Game Plus and stuff like that, I think that DMC 5 actually does a fantastic job of this, because they're like, here's like one of the last fights in the game. Nero has new abilities. Play as him in use those abilities in one fight, and then the credits, and it's like, yeah, there's no way you're gonna just turn the game off now. Come on, like you have to try them out now. So it's like it entices you to play it again, right?
Yeah, it does. But I mean, that's the thing with a lot of these kind of games. They're made for replayability, and that's what makes them so good.
Now we can get
Same
double table hop.
Yeah.
Let's see, I have 22,000? Yeah, let's get it.
I'm one of those people whose favorite Resident Evil main character is Ethan Winters.
Okay, let me start this. Hold on, we're going to have a discussion. Hold on, I need to start this. Brandon says in chat, we need Kano to make a video about an old topic on the server. Who would win, Blackrock Shooter or Dante? Blackrock Shooter wouldn't stand a fucking chance against Dante.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry 4 has Dante fucking dealing with a giant statue of a god with no fucking issues whatsoever. He's literally dancing around a giant god-powered statue.
I mean, here's the thing. He's almost immortal anyway.
He's far more immortal than Blackrock Shooter is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Blackrock Shooter... Yeah, no, Blackrock Shooter is super strong, super capable, like super strength, super speed, super yada yada yada. Like at the end of the day, Dante just has more of it in his arsenal. Like it also depends heavily what version of Blackrock Shooter is it? Is it the game version? Because the game version wouldn't fucking last a second. The game version has stands no chance against Dante. Are we talking about the one from Innocent Soul manga? I don't think Innocent Soul manga would be able to beat Dante. The one from the anime is probably the closest we would get to beating Dante. Although I don't think they would win. The one from the OVA, the one who fights the statue is Nero. Dante fights the statue too. The first phase of the statue fight is Dante, and then Nero comes in. Dante fights the statue too. That's part of the fight. I remember it. I've watched enough playthroughs of DMC4 to know that Dante has a role in that.
There's no way he couldn't.
That is a game changer for that boss. That is absolutely a game changer.
The real question is, why would they fight? Would they not team up?
No, they would be, like, here's the thing, they would probably be at least acquaintances. Dante would have no interest in her. She has no emotions whatsoever.
But
Blackrock
it seems
Shooter
like
wouldn't
they
care.
have the same sort of goal, right? Their goals wouldn't clash in any way, I don't think, morally.
No.
So, why would they fight?
Blackrock Shooter doesn't really have goals.
I don't think they'd team up, but more they just leave each other alone. It's okay, you do your thing. From the little that I know about BRS, anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Blackrock Shooter barely has a personality, let alone goals.
I did actually go, and I messaged Blondie, and I just like...
If we get BRS TV, maybe
about...
for stamina and heal factor. Literally the closest that would get is Blackrock Shooter, the TV version.
I went through Blondie's messages and asked them what the plot of BRS is. I just guessed and pretty much got it entirely right. So I feel smart.
I'm not going to take a good guess on what the plot is myself. I wouldn't have guessed. I'm not brave enough to.
It's depends on the anime. Depends on the one. Depends on which one you're talking about, because most plots are very similar.
Okay, so
most of the plots have at least some overlap. Okay, now you're just being annoying.
I don't know what the user's name is that I'm not gonna look, but I just want to make a quick shout out to the person on YouTube who took all of Nero's cutscenes from DMC5 and put them together. Thank you.
We get it. You like the Hulk.
I disagree with that statement. There is one figure of Nero that looks horrible, but...
There's most of them look horrible. Let's not even kid ourselves.
And the one that doesn't look horrible is like a
Dante
grand.
Barris fan made a logo for her in my DA days. Oh no. Roland, why? How could you?
Ugh.
Alright, hopefully we get some green orbs or something. I do love both of them, but they both have a limit to see, so I see them kind of equally. Dante's powerful, but has a human limit. I mean, look at DMC5 Dante, and you tell me that Blackrock Shooter can keep up with that.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Like,
again,
look at
like I said,
fucking what? What's
How many
the?
times has he gotten stabbed?
Look at fucking
Like,
I mean, I'm just saying the guy's practically almost immortal anyway. Like the RS, I'm pretty sure is what isn't she like Android
Yeah.
or something?
Dante became limitless until he got Demon Sword Dante. Dante became limitless when he had Demon Sword Dante. When he got Demon Sword Dante, he's limitless. Come on
it
now.
was over.
Like, it's over. I'm sorry, but Black Rock Shooter just does not stand a chance.
Mm-hmm.
At least we pretty much know what DMC 6 is going to be about.
Going to be continuing the story of Nero or introducing a new character.
Well, I'm guessing that something's going to have to happen with, like, when Dante and Virgil went into the underworld.
Still, with
right?
his own sword, he just still has, the sword doesn't erase that. I mean, have you seen his other...
I mean, regardless about human limits, it's the case that again he is part demon. That's the issue here. He does have a lot of supernatural, mumbo jumbo to take into account.
That raises the question, like, as far as, let's say they're immortal, would that mean that
They're
Dante
technically
and Virgil
immortal.
are more immortal than Nero because Nero's only
Yes.
a quarter demon?
Yes,
Oh,
like these
that's
guys
a sad
are
question to ask.
like these guys. I'm
Dante,
pretty sure
Nero
like,
is
son of the
Nero
devil or
literally had
something.
his arm fucking cut off. Like he can't regrow limbs in the same capacity, even remotely close to the same capacity.
Yeah, like again, Dante and Virgil are pretty much like they're like sons of the devil or some shit. It's like
They're sons of the literal in-world devil.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, you're kind of dealing with like some very heavy shit here. It's not like some baby
You know that
fucking,
Blondie is the
like,
BRS,
you know-
I am the DMC one. He has a limit. It's just that we don't know what that fucking limit is.
Yeah, exactly, because we haven't seen that limit yet. Because I mean, the only times he's ever been beaten is by other immortals. So that's the problem. So we don't exactly know where the limit is when it comes
There we go.
to like fighting humans.
You're the
or-
DMC
or in this case,
historian. I
PRS.
see. But I think we're gonna have to send this one to the council because I personally feel confident in the assertion that Dante would beat any version of Black Rock Shooter.
I don't know BRS, so I can't exactly
Yeah.
comment on that
You
one.
see,
but I
the
just
thing
know-
about like Black Rock
I'll
Shooter
back
Beast and
you on
Black Rock
this,
Shooter
yeah.
Inexhaustible is neither of them are canon. Neither of them are, well, I wouldn't, not canon, but neither of them have any sort of known power scaling. We don't know what the fuck either of them really are. As far as we're concerned, they're just regular fucking things.
Mhm.
I'll just buy one of these
I
for fucking purposes.
The canon thing, like, I've never played or really don't know
Yeah,
much
Dante
about
definitely would
or-
not take BRS seriously. Like,
But-
BRS would be too serious about the fight, and Dante wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah. But I like how in 5 they say that it's pretty much canon. It says that Nero has calmed down a lot. I'm like, I don't want to see what he was like in 4 then.
He was a lot more like Dante.
If this is
Thanks, Steve.
calmed down, then I'm concerned.
He was very bullheaded.
Mhm.
Nero in DMC4 was way more bullheaded, to the point where he was almost the progenitor of all the problems in the game.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of the point. He kind of started a lot of issues. He had a lot of issues.
I would definitely love her. Oh yeah, he'd be like, yo, nice cannon, then he'd take it.
I mean, a fair fight would be between Nero and Black Rock Shooter, I think.
Yeah,
That'll be
oh
a
yeah, no,
much
that's way more fair.
fight.
I would agree, that's
Yeah.
that's 100
Who would
times
win
more-
there then?
Probably Black Rock Shooter.
Yeah.
I don't just say that to fuck with you. Like, Black Rock Shooter, at least in the anime version, can take a fucking chainsaw to the chest, essentially.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Nero, on the
no,
other hand, is very
Nero's
small.
fucking dead. At least, if we're talking DMC4 specifically, Nero, then yeah, no, DMC4 Nero is fucked. See, which way
What
does it
about
want me to go?
5?
5, it might be a toss-up, I think.
I mean, considering that a dying man managed to rip his entire arm off by just chucking him, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
don't know.
Virgil.
Yeah.
We all kind
I
of
mean,
agree that
Virgil and
Virgil
Dante
Virgil
is...
could barely walk.
Even
yeah, but
then,
here's
he's
the thing:
still.
Virgil and Dante are on the same level. Like, they're very much.
You
on
need
the
to
same
understand
level.
that Virgil had just come back from basically being Mundus's slave, and
Yeah.
was like super fucked over. Oh, we already went to the store. We're looking for the green door.
Spoilers for the end of this one. Oh.
That's technically not the end. That's more of a DMC 1 thing.
Okay.
That was in
Okay.
DMC 1. The end of 5 Nero is almost Dante Virgil level. Yeah, almost.
Yeah, almost.
Keyword.
Yeah,
Almost.
keyword. Yeah.
I forgot which door I'm supposed to be going through. It's not the fire. That one's on fire.
I mean, it could be argued, especially because he did beat Virgil in a fight, but it could also be argued that because of his experiences V, that Virgil went easy on him.
Yep.
Oh, probably. One likely.
So, like, it's just the best Virgil line when he's like, oh, I can still fight, but if the roots grow, then we can't fight anymore, so I guess I'll help you. It's like, you're a
genuinely
good guy
don't
now,
remember
Virgil.
which way I'm supposed to be going. It's not this way. That's the exit.
That's true, Ren. That is true.
You bitch. She still bitch slapped both of them. That was his crowning moment.
Yeah, but they were exhausted. This is an interesting question. Lots of things to consider. I mean, if the question was which one is my favorite, then there is no question, but I have to be impartial here.
So I don't actually remember which way I'm supposed to be going. Let's just head down this way. Isn't there a door over here or something?
Devil's Cry.
I literally don't. Oh, I'm in.
What? The Devil's Cry?
I am lost. I don't remember where the other door is. There was another door. Where did that door go?
I'm lost. What the hell is the Devil's Cry?
It's a fan fiction.
Oh.
I mean, if we also considered V in any of these questions, then the answer would be
we've
very
already
easy,
done this,
that everyone
though.
would beat V. I could probably beat V up. Without his familiars, that's an important point, but I probably could.
The RS, the Devil's Cry is the fanfic I mentioned. Oh, yeah. The RS, Devil May Cry fanfic. You've got to send a link of that.
What about the Black Rock Shooter Jeff the Killer fanfiction? That's one's better, personal opinion. Hot take. But the Black Rock Shooter Jeff the Killer fanfiction is just better.
I'm just going to say this is a suffer-a-thon, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, when it gets close to the end of the streaming, you could actually take a look at that.
What? The Black Rock Shooter Jeff the Killer one?
Yeah.
Or the one after that?
The Jeff the Killer one.
Oh, I read that on stream a long time ago.
Oh, actually, no. I do remember that done. Like, that was like 2 years ago now, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, a year or more, yeah. Oh, no, oh, no. Ren's gonna make her own fanfic. Everybody run.
Well, if you can make it within the next, how long is that? 4 hours? Or 5 hours? If you can make one within the next 5 hours, you can get it read on stream.
Okay, there's the green door. So do we go through the green door now, or? This is obnoxious. Or let's... Okay, hold on. I know what we gotta do here. Okay. I went the wrong way. That's the problem.
You okay with that, Kino, by the way?
What?
If Ren can make an introduction to this fanfic.
Oh no.
Before the end of the stream, would you be able to read it on stream?
Oh boy, I will.
Yeah, there you go.
Just know I am notoriously cruel. No, I'm not gonna be mean. I will do my best to not be mean.
I'm sure the fanfic has been made for laughs, so we can probably say it's going to be tongue in cheek. But it's probably going to be written.
Story stuff, because I don't get how we got from.
We're in the Temi Negro. We went through. Okay, this is where we were. Yep, this is where we were. Gotta.
Oh, I guess they just re-uploaded the fanfic to another site in 2016. because I found it.
Oh, you can't get up there. Oh, that's bullshit.
You got done in the back, fake out.
The chronological order again, so it's 3.
It goes 3, 1, 3. Let's see. I don't remember. Hold on.
Isn't it 3, 1, 2, 4, 5?
I think so. Either that or 2 is in between 4 and 5.
Or sorry, yeah, either that or it's 3, 1, 4, 2, 5. It's one or the other. So I'm pretty sure like 5 is the last of the chronological orders.
We'll
Well,
continue.
5 is definitely the last, yeah.
I don't. I'll use the continues. I don't fucking care.
We know the beginning and we know the end. There's 3 and 5, and the rest of it.
Well, I know that 1 is after this.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is the first chronological one.
Yeah.
So the 3 then
It's
1.
because Dante was depressed after losing his brother.
So 3, 1, 2, 4, 5? Or 4, 2, 5?
I think it might be 4, 2, 5. At least that's what I'm thinking, because I'm pretty sure before that point it was 2 is like the last one. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Either 2 is before 4 and 5, or we just
I mean,
take
I can-
the books and stuff that's in between 4 and 5.
I can just probably search it up.
Probably Google it.
3, 1, 2, 4, 5.
Okay.
So
There
right
were
the first
some
time, I think.
extra books and stuff that explains in between 4 and 5.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
This should be the last thing we fight. There we go.
Basically the only relevant
I used
part
to
of
write a
that
lot more in
whole-
high school. I just stopped for some reason. I've written very little, but I haven't made the habit yet. Let's see.
I've written very little in recent years to try and keep a record of my ideas, but I haven't made the habit yet. Okay. I mean, what I do is that if I ever have an idea, I always I always have a notepad ready and just kind of like. type it
Okay,
all
this
down.
isn't easy. This is gonna be easier now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you needed a double jump just so you can like clear on this guy quicker.
This is. What? Why? Where is my double jump? This is weird.
Was there timing for it, I guess? Or-
No. It's because I had to hit the continue button?
That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, it shouldn't have affected.
Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong thing. No?
If anything, it would be in Trickster.
Oh,
wouldn't
it's
it?
it's with the sword. You can only do it with the sword.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That makes
That's-
sense.
Does it?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. It's the sword's power.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it's just basically to just get more accurate jumps. I at this
There we
point.
go. Nunchucks are too heavy for jumping. Yeah, I wouldn't actually deny that. There he goes.
I mean, nunchucks, for the most part, are kind of fucking shit, you know? Like, they're one of the worst weapons.
They really are. They're. Oh, did you watch this? What is it? It's not Scalagrim. Somebody else. There's
No,
a YouTube series about it.
No, I haven't watched any fucking YouTube videos about it. I know from, like, just my own experience.
Yeah.
Awful.
Okay, it's dead. This game is simple. This boss is simplified with table hopper. Or not table hopper. Just double jump.
Yeah. But, like, just to kind of elaborate what I mean, like, again, you've got, like, two weights, which are just equally the same weight, right? And they're attached by a chain. And you're intending on swinging them around to, like, hit another person with them.
This where we fight?
I don't know. It just seems to me like as if they're incredibly thin. And not only that, it's not like a little ball weight. It like a morning star. It's a fucking stick. So they're even worse to kind of maneuver with.
Oh, this is. Oh no, this is where we get this introduction.
Yes.
Oh no, Jester.
There's no need to use violence, devil boy.
Oh, it's
Devil
this
boy.
one.
That's no name.
What a say, lad.
What a silly lad.
Tower
I
here
love this guy. He's
is
so bad.
very sturdy. You see, your tricks will do no good. No good.
I like
No
the physics
good.
in his nose.
Zip it, Earl. Yeah, I love that he shoots it at the nose.
Could be a problem.
I like the physics on the nose.
It's great.
You've got
Because
Nothing
whenever
to
he moves,
lose, right?
it like stretches and
my
like
name
it stretches and like shake. and, like,
Jester.
shake a bit.
thing or two about this place. That thing there is a power generator for this entire sector. In
What is it with Capcom and having these kind of like fanciful characters following the main character?
Because
the
it's just
stories.
it just works. Oh my god, he has heterochromia just like the anime girls.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. There are. I forgot that part of the super thing is that there are now like bonus Devil May Cry, or there are now bonus Jester fights.
Actually, I prefer a sword to be my partner. May I have this dance, my lady?
Yeah.
Bingo! That is what the something is. Remember that, kid? Write it down on your hand if you don't trust your head.
I love this character. He's such an asshole. He's the one character that actually annoys Dante. He's
I
too
don't think he
crazy
likes
for
clowns.
Dante. I
Yeah.
need to get that across. He's too crazy for Dante.
Piss me off, though.
You see, Dante likes being the one that's funny, haha, wahoo, woohoo. Nobody else gets it though. Next. Oh yeah, this is Devils, and this one. So we can, guns. We can, let's see. We can get Stinger level 2. Powered up version, level 2 does more damage, has even greater range. Level 2 is good. And we're gonna wait for a blue orb. Alright, here we go.
Thanks for destroying the lock for me, devil boy. And welcome to hell. Please accept my gift. Don't be humble. Just take it. After all, we're buddies, aren't we?
Is this, what is this? I forgot what, oh yeah. Oh yeah, the bats. These assholes.
I like their introduction.
Yeah, well, Dante gets a cool introduction.
Well, isn't that special? To be honest, I was expecting something a little better than this.
And this is where you'd use Gunslinger. 5. Yep, there's the 5. The blood stain is the 5.
Yep.
It's like a fun little thing to find.
But yeah, just going back onto nunchucks, yeah, they are absolutely fucking awful in real life. And I haven't seen the video you mentioned earlier, but I have seen a fair few people on forums and stuff about how mainly because people it's pretty difficult to kind of like manage the direction and where the weights would go, especially because the chains that kind of hold the nunchucks together are also weird, or they can get weird as well. Just most chains are kind of like in the kind of oval rather than the
Okay,
circle.
I'm clearly not.
Yeah, isn't this where you gotta use like aerial combos?
You don't get aerial combos.
No, you know what I mean, aerial attacks.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, they're very annoying. I think that's a Dev Jester fight.
Yeah, looks it.
Yep, that's the Jester fight.
Welcome to hell.
I love it. He does the noise. She bleeds confetti, which is the best part.
They're trying to avoid the M rating.
It's already. Isn't this already?
It was a joke. I mean, I'm not sure, but it was a joke. That's what DMC5 did on the on North American PS4s. For some reason, censored things on the mature rated game.
Oh yeah. Like there's been like a couple of issues with censorship with these games. Don't know why.
Xbox was fine though.
Yeah, Xbox was perfectly okay with these things, and so was PC. But
And there was like
PS4.
what?
PS4.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't even get it though, because like Sony are very fucking weird with their censorship. Because if it's not like a first-party game, they censor the hell out of it.
Rated M.
But
3.
yeah, like specific example I'm talking about is The Last of Us 2. They did not censor that crap whatsoever. They did not fucking censor a single thing about that, and they just allowed the creators to go all over with
Palazzo
Because it's an exclusive?
I presume so. I think it might be the case that, like, because they were a first party game,
they were guaranteed to make money on it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So, they didn't care.
There we go. Done. Beaten.
I mean, no one's saying Sony's a good company.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody is nowadays. Let's be fair. I mean, even the Japanese aren't buying like their games anymore.
I love his. Yeah, the butt smack.
Adios.
I don't remember
I
what
love
the.
how people used to think that Nintendo were the good guys, and now it's like, no, they're probably the worst.
They're not nearly as. No, they're definitely not the worst. They're bad. They're not the worst.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
I'd say they're the second worst. I'd say they're the second worst.
Oh,
Although
right.
the
A large
game
part of
produced
this is just
console-
making your way back through this area.
I mean, if we count Microsoft's everything else besides just the Xbox, then of course.
Oh, well, yeah, but I
think
mean
they
that's
win.
Microsoft as a whole, though. Like,
Yeah.
Microsoft as a whole, that's a different entity entirely. I think the Xbox division are a little bit more kind of okay when it comes to video games.
Bill Spencer seems chill. I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah, he does.
Well,
He
he's
does
chill.
pretty
Seems-
chill.
Seems is the key word there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, not only that, he does interact with other companies fairly well. It's, you know, he just seems like
He
a
sounds like
pleasant
Kefka
guy.
Palazzo. Yeah, he really does, honestly.
Yeah, I
Perfect.
can see Kefka. I can see the Kefka thing there
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. You just need the Kefka line where he says, "I see a poser," when he fights Squall in Dissidia.
Let's see, where is the
Oh,
area
yeah,
I just unlocked?
Sony, I think, as console manufacturer, like, if it's a rivalry between all three, like, console
There it is.
manufacturers, I'd say they're the worst.
Bajora. It's merely an ornament. You don't actually get to use it.
If we're looking at not so much like, oh, the quality of the games or the quality of the consoles and just like the practices, although I'm not really much of an Xbox player. I mostly like PlayStation and Nintendo and stuff like that. Yeah, Sony might win in the questionable, confusing company department.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I myself, I'm not exactly an Xbox fan myself. I don't have an Xbox. My siblings usually used to have those kind of things. But I was mainly a PlayStation or Nintendo guy. And recent years have just not been kind to Sony, or Sony has not been kind to anybody in recent years.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I just think like they've really lost their way, primarily because they shifted their headquarters from Tokyo to America, and in
they
fact
never
they closed
recovered.
down they closed down their Japanese studios.
Dante, it'd be really cool if you didn't try and do those cool parkour tricks when I'm just trying to have you walk straight.
Yeah, you know about that,
He
right?
can't,
Though,
he's
right?
trying to annoy you. Dante's trying to annoy you.
You guys know about that, right?
What?
Where they've closed down the studio that made Shadow of the Colossus.
That's stupid.
Yeah, they did.
And then watch them remaster Shadow of the Colossus again.
Well, like, yeah, the studio that made all those games, like Last Guardian, those kind of things, the art house games that were actually pretty fun for the most part, they closed them. They closed that studio down.
I bet it's because The Last Guardian didn't do the numbers they wanted it to.
Here's the thing, though, it was like almost a console launch exclusive, I think, isn't it? It was like about like half a year or a year after.
It was supposed to be on the PS3, I believe.
Yeah, it was
delayed.
supposed to. Yeah, but I mean, like, I've played it myself. It's not that bad, and I don't know what they were expecting, like, out of it, but like, to close the studio down just because of. I don't even know nobody knows the reason why they did.
They don't make mainstream. They make very kind of more niche games, right?
Yeah, but I mean that's
It's not going to do the same. Yeah, it's not going to do the same numbers, and the fact that they would expect that, I don't know. The thing about Sony, compared to the other ones, is you kind of get the idea. You kind of get where the other ones are. Like, oh, Nintendo is pretty family friendly for the most part, right? And that's kind of what we expect. And Xbox is kind of like, you know, the Mountain Dew Doritos one, right?
Yeah,
but
casual
like
shit.
Sony is kind of, they're very inconsistent with what they. And on one hand, it kind of is variety, right, which is cool. But on the other hand, it just makes some of their decisions questionable because, like, why is this an exception and this isn't? Why are you doing this but not this? It's kind of inconsistent as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, in recent years, they tried to market themselves as, like, a Japanese console, where they had a lot of Japanese games on there ported. But, like, over time, they eventually started just, like, censoring them. Like, even worse than
What is the point of
Nintendo.
being over here again?
Isn't there, like, a puzzle? Isn't there, like, a puzzle thing?
Oh. No. I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. If only Ren was here.
Wasn't this the area where we found the jester?
Yeah, this is where we first came in, yeah.
Yeah, so I think you gotta move on from this room.
I mean, definitely when it comes to this console generation, and I don't count Nintendo because Nintendo's its own sort of thing, but
Yeah.
I mostly go with PlayStation just because I'm not saying that this generation is very enticing just because there's like no games on the PS5, but I just find their exclusives to be more enticing than Xboxes for the most part.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
And there's
I mean,
more of them.
Yeah, that's another thing with Xbox. You remember what happened in E3, right?
What?
The entire conference was the entire Xbox conference was just limited exclusives or games that were considered exclusives were also coming out on PC anyway. So it's like there's no point in buying the fucking console.
Yeah, but the PS5 is very similar, where it's like a lot of these games. And I have a theory about this. I've watched this. I actually have played on a PS5. It's my sister's, but we've played on it pretty equally. And the fact that she got it all, she says she's super lucky, right? But what I've noticed just by following the exclusives and stuff is that they started off that original state of play, you know, showing off the design and all that with a ton of exclusives that were all pretty enticing, right? And now, because of the shortage, they're releasing a bunch more of them on PS4 just because they need to make money on those games, and they can't if nobody has a PS5. And because of that, the you know, like, the incentive to get a PS5 is going down.
Yes.
And I worry that this generation, I know the Wii had issues with it too, but I worry that this generation is going to be remembered not for the games or the consoles, but just how hard it was to get them. We're looking at 2024 at least for like any decent restocks, right? Like.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a long while before they're even able to do that. And by that point, anyway, there'll probably be like a re-release of a PlayStation 5 anyhow.
If it was just the PS5 and not the Xbox and graphics cards, I would assume that Sony's pulling this like like short supply kind of thing. But I don't think they intended this at all.
Yeah, like when Nintendo.
Well, here's the thing. Well, I don't know if you guys knew this, but there's a hold on. There's actually an explanation for why there's such a short supply of everything.
Oh, I know
just
why.
that.
I know.
There's a drought in China.
Yes.
And
I know
that
about
drought is actually where a lot of the manufacturers need that water to make cars.
Yep.
Don't ask me why.
Well, it's because of how they produce the plastics.
And because there's not enough water, there's not enough an ability to make the chips that they need for all the things.
Mm-hmm. And it's not just affecting games.
How
consoles,
do I get to the other side of
graphics
that?
Cards. It's also affecting. It's also affecting smartphones and shit as well. In fact, it's having a massive chain reaction on a lot of hardware for a lot of things. In fact,
Probably also.
Where does
people, I'd
green go
assume.
to again?
But
Let's try green. Green goes here. Where have we been here?
based on that state of play and what they announced and the tone that they had while they were announcing things, I don't think this was intentional.
no, it wasn't. No,
No, of
absolutely
course
not.
not.
Did not want this. They thought they'd be able to get their stock back by the release time, and the thing is that I find it kind of poor taste is the fact that the way that they're advertising the PS5 now and talking about it is blatantly ignoring the shortage and just acting like you can get it on PS5 now, as if anyone can get any, right? Or talking about the sales figures when it's not all, acting like it's not, half of them aren't scalpers, right?
Yeah. Or pre-orders.
And yeah, as somebody who's enjoyed a lot of games that are on the PS5, I would say right now it's not worth it to get one. Because with more games that are exclusive that are now coming to PS4 anyway.
I mean, the only reason why I would probably buy a PS5 now anyway would be because if I wanted a better performing PlayStation 4.
That's kind of what it is. There are some decent, I would say, like the DMC 5 Special Edition's pretty cool. That's what I've been playing on. But for the most part...
The only thing I would play on them is PlayStation 4 games, because that's the one
This is what I wanted.
PlayStation 5 is. It's backwards compatible.
There we go. That's right. They wanted us to put that in here. I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. You haven't played this before.
I've seen enough playthroughs that I should have known that this is what you needed to do.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's a little bit cryptic as well.
I think one of the biggest reasons why you would go for a PS5 is for the promise of things that are going to be released for it, just because PlayStation usually has better exclusives and stuff like that. But
it does usually, yeah.
Also, I have seen the Xbox consoles in person. There were like display cases in Best Buy, right? And I looked at those and I'm like, I'm kind of underwhelmed by how they look. But seeing a PS5 in person, the thing's massive.
Yes, I know, it's an absolute unit.
Huge. So that's a reason to get it, is because it's big. And the controllers are really, really cool. Honestly, I will say one of the best PS5 games is Astro's Playroom. It's preloaded on there. It's like a little 3D platformer. It does lots of really cool things with the haptics and stuff. Like, it's really advanced. It's fun to play. There's a ton of like Easter eggs and stuff that's based on PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Like, they've got a ton of little details and references. There's a little robot that's dressed like Dante. So there's like a ton of references to PlayStation games and stuff. It's actually one of the better games that's exclusive.
Fair enough.
And it comes free with the console. So that's why that the console doesn't cost $250, or the console costs more than $250, is because that game is on there.
I can believe that.
You know, yeah, people were talking in the beginning about like, oh, let's see how fast this SSD can delete a game because we don't want to play it. But actually, now that it's the only thing that people can play, it's pretty good. I would recommend, if you do get your hands on it, I'd recommend actually giving it a shot.
I'd love to play this, but I want to play something else. But the only thing I can actually play is the only thing there. It was a good. This was a very. You're right. Yeah, this was a very bad release for consoles.
I also I'm also thinking of this as well as like a theory as well. The reason why it costed so much was also probably because of the shortage. Like, the supply wasn't there, and they presumed that they wouldn't have been breaking even if it was cheaper.
Definitely, but at the same time,
now
that the issue is not the price, but it's the stock, the fact that once the shortage stops and they get enough stock in the parts, they're not going to make the price any lower because it's been selling anyway.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. I think that's the reason as well. Like, I think it's just cause and effect, really. It's just
they're getting away with it, so the price will never go down.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the same with the games. They'll probably stick at this price for a long while, up until the point where they can lower them again as a kind of marketing strategy.
Which is a shame, because the Sony exclusives, while not as much as the multi-platforms, but the Sony exclusives usually go on sale decently enough, right?
They do, yeah. And that's the thing.
Compared to Nintendo.
That's the thing, yeah. I think that's probably the reason why. Like, they'll probably do better in the long run.
Okay,
compared
where
to
do I
something
put the
like
Soul of
Xbox.
Steel item now? Where does this go?
Isn't there like a little statue thing?
Yeah, but where?
Isn't it at the top? If it's not, it's got to be in one of the other rooms.
Oh boy. Time to go hunting around the area again.
Yeah, I mean, again, a lot of these games are based upon like backtracking and stuff. Like I said, it's even worse in DMC 1 with
It
like
really
puzzles and
is.
shit.
The bottom line that I'd say about the PS5, like, you know, kind of technically owning one, it's my sister's, but we live in the same house, whatever. Yeah, so owning a PS5 is that I really like it. It's a beautiful machine. Works really, really nice. The controllers are really great controllers. I'm excited to see what games are going to happen for it. I like the games that are on it now. At this point, it is not worth it. Wait. Right?
No, I can
Do
bel-
not
yeah.
buy it from scalpers for twice as much.
Yeah, no.
Do not.
Yeah,
It is
obviously.
absolutely not worth that.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, but not only that, it's also the case that with the games that Sony are making now, I'm not exactly too enticed either. So, I mean, I don't know how you are with like things like Last of Us 2 or whatever the fuck, but I genuinely just did not like the look of it.
It doesn't
It
look
looked
good.
awful. Yeah. And like people complaining about the story is whatever. I don't care about that shit. But for me personally, like in terms of gameplay, it looked trash. Like I don't care how good it looks or what they spend hours slaving away at making physics for a fucking apple. I don't care.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
like the worst discourse on Twitter.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fucking but the Apple discourse. The Apple
Yeah, I
discourse
don't
is
care
so
about
bad.
the apple.
Who
Yeah,
the
I
fuck
don't care
cares
about that
about the
shit.
Apple? I don't care about how fruit physics work in a game in which you're
Yeah.
shooting zombies.
Well, here's the thing: they care about the fruit physics, but they don't care about tit physics. Like, there's no physics on the breasts.
There's no physics on most anything on that game.
Yeah, exactly, except for the
We
apples.
spent too much time on the apples.
Yeah, they did. Apparently, the developers were being overworked, like overtime and all
yeah,
that
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of shit, with very little like fucking pay. Like up until the point where it came out, of course. And they spent a lot of time like retweaking physics for objects and things that you can knock about in the game. So there's like this fucking plate of apples and fruit, and if you aim your gun and you move your arm across the thing and you knock the apples off the table, it like causes them to realistically fall, and it's like, who cares? How many people are going to do that?
It's a completely unnecessary
I find
detail.
Yeah.
some of my issues of that game, like the story, I don't know. I wasn't too.
Where's the-
Honestly, I wasn't too invested in the first one. Like, I respect it a lot, but okay. I like the first
I am lost
prologue
beyond
of that game
relief.
more than the entire rest
Can
of it.
someone figure out what the
but-
Soul of Steel goes, where that goes? Psycho, can you look
All right,
that up?
I'll look it up for you.
Yeah, 'cause
It's
this
been-
is just
like I said,
wasting time
it's
at
been
this
years
point.
for me. It's been years for me, so I'm kind of lost myself.
I find that the art direction for Last
Hold
of
on,
Us 2
just one
is like,
sec.
okay.
Yeah, just give us a sec while I look it up.
Go ahead and order it now.
Soul of Steel.
All right, sorry about that. All right, we're good. Probably not gonna. Probably just gonna finish.
Okay.
What?
Do you know that? Do you know where you fell from the staircase?
Which one? Where?
You know that where the staircase collapsed.
Yes.
Apparently, there's like there's a way to go up it without the staircase.
Okay.
It's like an invisible staircase kind of thing.
Okay. Send me a picture of it or something. Come on.
I'll send the video.
That would be appreciated.
I think it's like an ability which you can use where you can float.
What ability? There's no ability that you can use. You can float.
Well, it's either that or he's walking across an invisible staircase. Again, it's been years since I played this game. Like, I'm not kidding. It's like the last time I played this was on PS2. So that's like almost a decade ago.
Yes.
I think
true.
we need to go.
But
Which
they're hard
door
to
is
find
it?
now.
Hmm. They're not hard to find around here, like in good old United Kingdom.
There.
I mean, they're not hard to find, but it's just
Oh,
like
that's
finding a good
bullshit.
refurbished one that's like
Really? That's
not
it?
expensive. I don't know.
That's bullshit. Who the fuck is gonna check that?
I was saying that like a game looking super realistic doesn't necessarily mean that it looks good.
Oh yeah, no.
Like it's just kind of boring.
I prefer.
to me, and
I will
also-
prefer style over realism every day,
Yeah.
any day of the week.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the gameplay in it also is like the fact that it's so immersive might work for some people, but it just stressed me out.
Well, even then, it's not even immersive because like the AI is atrocious. Like that was one of the biggest marketing strategies for like both Last of Us 1 and 2, is that it's got like very fucking realistic AI and shit, and they react to it in groups and stuff and shit like that. It's like, oh, fucking give me a break. I've seen this shit before. Like I've seen better AI in like games from 2001. You can't pull this shit past me.
Oh, this is bullshit.
Oh, come on.
How are
I
you
told you.
supposed? I forgot that this was a thing.
Yeah.
How are you
All right,
supposed to
hold
know
on
that?
now.
If it didn't work before, why would you try again?
Oh.
Fell down the first time. That's not okay.
Lots of games ended up looking the same because they're all striving to be as realistic as possible. Yeah, again, games aren't. I don't understand it, but games aren't meant to be one for one, like things of reality.
Hell
You
yeah,
can
we
have
got it.
That's
can have-
another.
Soul of
games out-
Steel. Now we got this. Okay.
There's games out there that you can have like realistic looking people, in like fantastical circumstances. That's fine and all.
I think.
But like making everything look as realistic as possible just for the sake of realism is just absolutely stupid. Because you can be fully immersed in a game that looks like a completely fucking different game, like or looks completely different from reality.
Oops. Oh. Oh no, this is gonna fail.
Like this one, for instance, I know it's probably been remastered to an extent. The
And
visual,
immediate
but
failure.
It doesn't look realistic, especially not by the standards of modern games today. But I'd say it looks good still.
Yes, it's because it's got a very solid style to go with it. It knows what it's
I
doing.
think we have to fight enemies going up this. Yeah, this is an enemy fighting one.
Like you try and go back and play Last of Us Part 1, and it looks like ass. But it's got a terrible the art direction for it is awful.
Naughty Dog has not been in my good graces recently.
It's not been in anybody's good graces
sure.
for years. Let's be
No.
fair. Like I haven't enjoyed a Naughty Dog game since 2012.
I think that might be why DMC5 grabbed me so much. It's just because it doesn't take itself seriously, and a lot of these other games, like combat encounters, would stress me out, and it wouldn't be fun because it's like, oh, I'm like, it's very high stakes kind of thing because they're trying to make it realistic, and then this one it's just goofy, and there's no stress, there's no pressure, right?
Well, here's the thing with it. Like in terms of realism, like again. DMC5 has a lot of realistic looking characters. They look like as if they exist in the real world, and they do have very believable body proportions and shit. They aren't like cartoonishly they don't have cartoonishly big tits or big fucking pecs.
I would
it's
say
like-
also personality-wise, they're still pretty believable, even though they're goofy, right?
Yes, exactly. And it's the case that they have style still, even mixed with that realism. Last of Us 2, on the other hand, it's just trying to be realistic, but it comes across as like a very uncanny valley at some points, where it tries too hard to be real, and then you come back to it. Like I know for a fact that I'm kind of being presumptuous here, but I can guarantee you, when people come back to it like 5 years later, it's not going to look as real as they thought it would. It's
Yeah.
Are
going
we
to look
almost to
very
the
uncanny
boss fight? I don't remember how far we are.
valley. Yeah, you're close to the boss.
Okay.
Also,
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of the budget for Last of Us 2 went towards paying off the Game Awards.
Yes, that's
Well,
Oh
no
my
shit.
marketing.
god.
Marketing.
I mean, maybe one or two of those awards were deserved, but most of it, oh my god. Like, I was really banking on, like, I think I wanted Hades to win Game of the Year.
Yeah, well, deserved it more.
And Last of Us 2 won, and I was not surprised at all, but I
There
know
were
that
so
it's
many
been
games.
talked to death.
Yeah,
But yeah,
there's
it
so
didn't
many more
deserve it.
games. There's so many more games in that fucking list that deserved it more than that.
Okay. Firestorm Chamber. Here we go. This is the next boss. I think we'll
Yes,
stop
it is.
here. And I think we'll just stop for good here at this stream.
Roland, yeah, The Last of Us is basically a movie. Yeah, like,
It's not even a good
honestly,
movie.
I do like the first one, but as a game, I have no desire to play it, you know? And I think my sister actually got the Uncharted, the package of, like, the 3 of them or whatever, right?
Yeah,
And she was like, I've heard a lot of good things about these games and I like the characters and stuff, but she's not willing to sit through
You guys,
cover,
it's
shoot.
shh, cutscene.
In case you didn't get the hint, I'll spell
Don't
it
talk
out.
over the cutscene.
Wants to go through. Got it?
I know I'm being a dick. I'm just.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Love these guys. Acne and
Yeah.
Rudra. If I remember them correctly.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you were saying
Um,
Last of Us and
well, yeah, Uncharted, like, she just said that she just wasn't willing to sit through that gameplay. Like, the puzzles were fine, but the combat was just like, you know, take cover and then shoot, and then take cover and then shoot, and she's like, I'm not having fun. Which,
Yep.
I guess that kind of explains Naughty Dog games. They're great if you watch other people play them, because the stories can be pretty good, but they're not fun.
yeah, because they're built like movies.
Make a movie with like a cool mocap. Just make a movie with a cool mocap style.
Yeah,
That would be
I
awesome.
mean,
Like
it's Sony,
that
they own
recent
a picture
Resident
studio.
Evil,
Yeah,
that recent
I mean,
Resident Evil Netflix series, like that
Yeah,
sort of style.
Yeah. I mean, look, here's the thing. Sony has a movie studio. They can do that quite easily. But again, like, they don't do it because they want video games. And I'm just saying this. Last of Us 1, the plot to that and the story or whatever the fuck is the most generic fucking film. Like, if that was actually a movie, it would be one of the most generic, most milquetoast fucking movies out there. And the only reason why it was so critically acclaimed is because it was a video game. And the same thing
Haven't we
with Last of
expected
Us 2.
that from video games for a while still, or is it more like mainstream people who didn't get the video games have been
mainstream.
like that for
It's mainstream,
Why?
like, people with, like, fucking, like, milk cartons for brains. Like that Patrick meme. Where, you know, his mind's in an enigma and it's just the carton of milk falling over.
Alright,
These guys ain't smart, and they can't, like, follow intricate plots. And Last of Us 1 is not an intricate plot. It's a simple story.
Oh, I think I figured it out now. Because I'm like, why do I like it then? Because I agree with both of these points. Like, if it wouldn't be a good movie and it's not a good game, where does it fit? I realize it's probably the performances
Yes.
that are very good. That's probably what's carrying it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's a lot of the actor performances that work with it. And I think people like the performances, but if you really do take a look at the story, it's not a good one. It's not a good story whatsoever.
You just can't go wrong with Troy Baker, though. Yeah.
You can, but it's just...
He did a good job in that one, for sure.
He
but yeah.
did a good job there, but, like, as a whole, he's not exactly a good actor. He just knew what to play there. But, yeah, Last of Us 2, same thing. It's a very generic story, and beat for beat, you can predict exactly what's going to happen. And again, I'm not saying that they should subvert my expectations or crap like that to make it better, but if it's a video game, they should provide a little bit more on the table for for players to do.
And even if we could all sit around and say like and agree that it is a good game, let's say that we agree that it's a good game.
Yeah, sure.
It's overhyped as hell.
Yep.
Oh god, like, and I find a lot of things also. A point I want to make about the DMC5 because I'm obsessed right now, but is that a lot of games nowadays have these like extra little things that you have to do.
Yes.
Like, gamble or side quests or whatever stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And DMC does not have that.
Well,
And I really appreciate it. It's like, hey, we focus on the combat and we're gonna make that really good, and we're not gonna pad it out with mini games or with like, I don't know.
And typically games that
Whatever
require
Shenmue
mini-games-
3 did.
Yeah, I mean, typically games that require mini games are games that are usually exploration based, or ones that don't exactly have a lot going in the world all the time. So, like for Shenmue, for instance, it's not. The reason why that has mini games is so that people can pass the time before a timed event, gets triggered, right?
Yeah.
So somebody tells you over the phone, "Oh, you need to be here at 9 p.m." You need
Okay,
to be
hold.
at the dock at 9 p.m.
Now he gets
And it's
both.
like-
Yep. Now he gets both.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I think he has to helm break. I think the answer is helm break.
Yes.
Because now he's got both.
Yeah, it's you gotta use helm break to kind of like stun him. But yeah, like I was saying, 9 p.m. you need to be at the docks at this time. But the in-game it's like 9 a.m. You got to spend that 12 hours doing something.
Okay.
Hence the reason why there's mini games.
All right, time
But
to read. Okay, now that I remember the actual
Boss
okay.
fight, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and for that kind of game, those kinds of things, they do make more sense, but in the context of DMC, it just would not.
It wouldn't make sense whatsoever, and it would just blow up the game more than it should.
One thing I've noticed about, oh sorry,
Go
but like
ahead.
Capcom in a modern sense right now, especially, is they seem like one of the few companies, especially AAA companies. I'm not sure if they kind of count as AAA, yeah, but the companies that kind of remember that games are supposed to be fun.
I would say that's a more
You know?
recent thing because, like, as recent as, well, just as recent as, like, say, 2016, 2017, like, they were releasing shit games like Dead Rising 4. Yeah, it's a very recent thing that they actually changed up their work ethic on video
Possibly
games.
started with RE7 then.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. It started with RE7, and they've continued that work ethic with other games like Monster Hunter and things like Ace Attorney and stuff like that. Like, over time, they've come to realize maybe we should focus on our games a little bit more. I mean, hell, they made another Mega Man game, if I remember correctly, at one point.
Yes.
Like, it's showing that they're trying to get back on form with their games as a whole, which is a good thing. But it's a very recent trend. Well, hopefully they stick to it.
It's
Same with
mostly
Sega.
my recent things that I've gotten into and have appreciated are the last two Resident Evil games and DMC, and so like I kind of an appreciation for Capcom has grown from
Yeah.
that, and I don't really
They're certainly
know
good games.
some of their older games, but for sure I know that Mega Man fell off and then disappeared.
Yeah,
I like
mean,
this trend, and I hope they continue with it for sure.
Okay.
Well, hopefully they do, because there's one more game which they need to kind of redeem, and that's Street Fighter, because they fucked that one up. With
Don't
Street
focus
Fighter.
on one Kino. Oh, well. Too late, too little, too late for that one. Oh, right, because it shortens phase 2. I get it, yeah.
Yes, it does. But you would have to be juggling between the two enemies anyway, so you could have lost your life by juggling them for too long.
Ooh, this guy's much more aggressive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll do that. I won't focus on both.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
You
try
gotta
this.
focus on both, you mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you don't focus on both, you'll have that happen to you again.
Appreciate the system here where there's no leveling up, really. Like, there's no, like, oh, you get more health in, like, you have to, like, earn it. It's not like get more health by leveling up and stuff like that. So it's, like, a lot of it is things are going to get harder. You have to learn how to play, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's difficulty is there for the player to kind of get past. And it's not there for people who don't want to learn.
I'll weaken this one down.
But yeah, Sony as a whole needs to kind of like pull their fingers out their asses on a lot of their first-party games, because like I've noticed a trend more recently with Sony, and that they just don't understand what made the games good to begin with.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just me. Like, they need to find their kind of like groove again. But because of recent things with they closed down their Tokyo studio and shit like that, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
They don't really need to, as long as they can rely on timed exclusives from FromSoft.
Yeah. Do I? I don't think I have that healing item anymore, do I? Nope.
Even then, with FromSoft, like, that's only going to last for so long, because it only depends upon how long until Microsoft starts buying the exclusives again. Because I mean, like, they did that with Platinum.
And Bethesda.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying they bought Platinum, but like they bought Platinum rights for quite a few of their exclusives. So there was that one game which they were making for the longest time, and they were going along with that for the longest time before it was cancelled. And they can quite easily do that with FromSoft as well. Like, there is goodwill between FromSoft and Sony, make no mistake, but at the same time, if they get given a big enough paycheck, they'll just say, alright, we'll get it.
This is not going to end well, but I don't think I'm going to win with the Magic Pixel.
Maybe not.
Maybe not, but I mean, like, it's happened before. You could do it.
Since I'm not someone that like can sit down and finish a game, and I rarely have, recently when I have finished games, and it's only been 2 so far really, and I've tried to think about why those games were so different from other ones that didn't grab me, and I realized that it was probably a waste of time to think about it, so... It was, weirdly, it was of course DMC 5, which I haven't finished, but I'm definitely going to, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah.
I don't know why those, even in the genres they're in, were the ones that grabbed me more than other stuff, but I won't question it.
I mean, hey, they're both good games.
I mean, I think I know why DMC 5, there's a theory as to why DMC 5 grabbed me, but I'm not going to talk about that anymore. You know, will make fun of me and bully me.
I think he's too focused on the boss at the moment and trying to bully you.
Good.
I think I just have a very short attention span.
I mean, same.
Yeah, fair enough, Roland. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with attention. It's just juggling them, really. It's just juggling attention.
I mean, I have ADHD. Something either bores me, or I get so into it that I don't think of anything else, so...
Christ,
Yep.
this one's dangerous. Yeah.
I remember this being the gate, like the wall for are you good enough or are you not good enough?
Mm.
I mean, it's pretty early, isn't it? Jeez.
I mean, it's about halfway.
Yeah.
Is this like what? Chapter 5
Wait,
to chapter
really?
6? Yeah, it's halfway.
How many missions?
There's 13.
Like this lock on is not helping because it keeps switching between them and I don't know why.
5 is the longest one, isn't it?
Yes.
By probably a lot.
Yes.
Okay, I can
Most of the
totally
game.
beat 3 and 4 then. That gives me some more confidence to try those ones out because they're short.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably beat this within 2 seconds. I agree.
I mean, yeah, you said before the whole idea is replayability.
Yep, exactly. They're built around replaying because of difficulty, different difficulties and challenges, and optional bosses. It's just and optional missions as well. It's got a whole ton of content around the gameplay itself.
Finishing and completing are two different things, of course.
Exactly. Yes.
As far as Capcom goes, I think that with how well their recent games have sold, I think they've got some incentive to keep going with their
Yes,
quality output.
but hopefully they don't end up going back into the same problems as they did last time. The way they just end up with microtransactions up the ass.
Or
So
Resident Evil 6.
Yes, exactly. Losing the direction, which people like the most with those kind of games. Like, it's a very big problem. But I mean, like, Resident Evil 6 wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for Resident Evil 4 doing so well. And then like Resident Evil 5 was just a watered down version of 4. And it's like, it just wore it down further and further.
I don't think any major player has ever consistently made good products without a cycle that keeps on like repeating and repeating. Like even most people look at Nintendo for quality products, but the Wii U era had a lot of.
I mean, even then, it's like with Nintendo, I don't think quite a few of the Wii games were up to snuff.
Which one?
I mean, that may be a very kind of niche opinion, but like.
All right, I
would
think I'm
not-
gonna end for the day. My hands are too
Sure.
sweaty to deal with this.
Palms are sweaty. Mom's
These
spaghetti.
weak arms are heavy.
I mean, it was a good try. I mean, you got
Yeah.
almost halfway through.
Yeah, I'll end.
Yeah.
We'll start from
So
the
you
mission
can-
next time I stream this.
Exactly. And you've always got like, and you've also got the stream tomorrow as well.
Yeah. Yep, mission 1 clear, Dante Gold. Well, oh well. Alrighty. That's a good place to stop. Even the stream itself.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was a good stream.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
long
the
stream.
of it. Yeah.
Like 7 hours, yeah.
I am very tired.
Mhm.
Alright, guys. Thank you for joining, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll quit this call right now, and then we'll just go back to the stream. Thanks for
All right.
joining, you
Thank
two.
you, no.
Oh, yeah, it is a tough bus. I'll have to grind it out and figure out what I'm going to do. But until then, hey, everybody have a good night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. At noon? We're going to do Pokemon mostly. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. And thank you for joining for the long-ass stream. I appreciate everybody. Yep. Thank you for joining, Styko and Static. And thank you for joining too, Roland. Y'all have a great day. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.